This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother-sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, along with our latest movie or show review and what we're getting into next. We're your host, Cheryl.
I'm Jay.
All right, this week we got a double feature. Pew, 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 pew. We watch Wonder Man, the latest Marvel show. It's probably one of the best things they've ever put out. Maybe we'll get to that in the review. And also Sam Raimi's latest Send Help. Jay is on deck for trivia, and I don't know which one he picked trivia for, so it'll be surprised.
This is Sam Raimi trivia.
Okay, go. I'm probably not going to get it. Let's go.
Okay, so before Sam Raimi went into production on making the Spider-Man films, he was already working with Stan Lee on another Marvel character.
I'm supposed to guess which one.
Who would this be? Yes, the character did end up making it into the MCU eventually.
Okay, Dormammu.
No, so we're talking about a hero, not
okay.
Not a.
I just assumed automatically went to villain. A hero.
Yes. Popular.
Okay, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Bucky.
More popular.
Steve.
Less popular.
Hawkeye.
More popular.
Loki.
Equally popular.
Ooh, who's equally popular? Thor?
Yes.
Oh, what the?
You wouldn't have seen a Sam Raimi Thor film?
I'm chewing on it.
In the early 1990s.
Okay.
This was after he finished Darkman.
Okay.
Yeah, which was another like one-off comic book film.
Oh, I don't know.
Sam Raimi partnered with Stan Lee to pitch a Thor movie to 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
So this would have been under Fox, where X-Men and Spider-Man were already housed.
Okay.
And Daredevil. Studio ultimately passed on the project. And they never developed it.
Interesting.
And then eventually Thor was brought back around after the first Iron Man film.
Right. Mm-hmm. You know what? He did Spider-Man, so sure.
Yeah.
That Thor probably would have been good. I'm happy with the Thor we got.
It was a different era of superhero films. So I'm wondering what they would have done with it.
I'm going to say it wouldn't have been the Thor we have today.
No.
Absolutely not. I'm trying to think. It probably would have been closer to like
Highlander.
Daredevil.
Or something.
Or
everything
Highlander.
was all like muted colors and leather.
Right.
Patent leather.
And like stale dialogue.
Yeah.
Stiff dialogue.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So.
You know what? But that don't mean we wouldn't have got the Marvel Thor because, you know, we still got multiple versions of Spider-Man. So
that's true. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder why they were like, probably because Thor wasn't popular, I'm guessing.
No. Thor definitely was not popular.
Right.
Then, so.
I mean, he wasn't. I'm talking about in the movie wise, not in comics.
Either.
Okay. You're right. You're right. Marvel definitely did their thing when they picked who they got movies for.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It probably would have been fine. I say it would have been fine basing off of Spider-Man, not nothing else.
I mean, Spider-Man was grounded and realistic.
Right. But Thor couldn't be grounded and realistic because he's Thor. He would have needed to been like, you know, doing some things mystical and.
Yeah, because then it's kind of like, well, what do? You do you do the Norse or do you do space or do you do both? And would people have been able to handle that back then?
Yeah.
Probably would have been more like Masters of the Universe.
I was just about to say. You was right, Highlander. Yeah. Masters of the Universe. Interesting. Hercules. Probably would have been like Hercules, like the TV show, not the Disney movie. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got what we got.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for our trivia. Let's get into the rest of the episode. Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
All right, we're a little packed today, and we got 2 reviews, so buckle in, get some snacks, and get ready. We have some new movie announcements. We have a couple cars in the trailer park, and then we have quite a sizable BUNCHA-CRUNCH that unfortunately is going to end on a sad crunch, but we'll get to that. Starting off at the top, we have another Netflix movie. Now, if you watched our last episode, our last Netflix movie that we watched was The Rip. Spoiler alert, we ain't like it that much, but this one sounds better. So this is a hostage thriller series called Rabbit Rabbit. It's going to star Adam Driver, check. Regina Hall, check. Will Poulter, check. And Odessa Young, who I'm not familiar with. Sorry, Odessa. But you must be pretty good to be with the rest of these people.
Okay.
The director will be, I'm going to mess up your name. Sorry. Philip Barantini, who did the Adolescent Show on Netflix, which I did not watch, but it got, I think the child actor has won like several awards already.
Is he the same dude doing the Lord of the Flies?
Let's see. I don't think so. I've not heard of this gentleman before. He is... No, it doesn't look like it. He did Enola Holmes 3.
Interesting, because whoever's doing the Lord of the Flies reboot on Netflix is supposed to be the same people behind Adolescents.
Okay, so they splitting. Netflix reuses people a lot, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but Adolescents was rare received, so I'm not surprised that they are giving him something else. Okay. And then the creator of the series will be, the other person behind the series will be the creator Peter Craig of the Batman. So, I mean, I feel like we might be in good hands with this. Okay. Anyway, the series follows an escaped convict who I'm going to assume is Adam Driver, who takes hostages in an effort to bargain for his freedom, finding himself in an unpredictable social experiment, which is interesting, with his captives in a poker match against a veteran negotiator, which I'm going to assume is Regina Hall. Because when this was first announced, it only mentioned those two.
Okay.
So I'm assuming those are our two leads. And then Will and Odessa are maybe like the hostages or something.
Okay.
I ain't seen Adam Driver since Star
65?
Boom. Forgot about 65.
Oh, I mean, it's the last movie we saw him in. I think he was in like Ferrari after that.
Ferrari was before 65?
Was Ferrari before or after 65?
It don't even matter because we ain't watching. 65 was good. It was just too short. It needed some more meat on the bones, which is funny for a dinosaur movie.
Anyway. Ferrari was 2023.
Okay. 65 was had to be after that.
Same year, 2023.
Oh, okay. He had two interesting movies in the same year.
He'll be in Heat, though, right?
Supposedly.
Maybe.
I love how they mention Heat and then they don't mention Heat for like months. And then by the time they mention it again, somebody else new has been added to the cast that ain't been announced. Yeah. But anywho, this sounds pretty good. The world could use more Regina Hall. So I'm excited about this. We don't have a date for this. Netflix, likes to tell us things 2 years in advance. And then 2 years later, we'll be like, remember that movie that Netflix had with Adam Driver and Regina Hall? And I'm like, here's one trailer. It comes out tomorrow. Bye. So that's probably how this will go. But as we know more, as we get a date, we'll definitely share. Regina Hall needs to be in more things. I like Regina Hall in serious things. Last thing we saw. Who
she plays? Is she the veteran negotiator?
I'm assuming she has to be.
Okay.
Because why else?
Or is she the
why else get hurt?
A poker player?
Well, it says a poker match. I'm thinking they saying like, it's like high stakes, smart, witty, whatnot. Yeah. But we last saw her in One Battle After Another, where she played a very serious role. So
and we'll see her again in Scary Movie this year.
Right, an unserious role.
Yeah.
She's diverse. I love it. Next up we have is an adaptation from Amazon Prime. This is from a comic I've never heard of. You've heard of it?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard of this from
a different... saved this. I was going through our bookmarks and I was like, Jay had to have saved this because I don't know what to see.
I've read this.
Okay.
And I discovered this comic from a different podcast years ago called the Comic Book Couples Counseling Podcast.
Oh, okay. I know who they are.
Yeah, Comic Book Couples Counseling Podcast is a podcast where they do couples counseling for fictitious couples and like comic books and TV and stuff.
This is all making sense.
They did really good episodes of like Scott and Jean Grey. And like Reed and Sue, which are really good. But this was also one of their episodes.
I'm familiar with their podcast.
So basically, what Sex Criminals is about, it's about a couple who have superpowers. Yes. They have the ability to stop time whenever they have sex.
Yeah,
and they use their ability to stop time whenever they have sex to rob banks.
And I have questions. Do they like start the act? Pause the act, go rob the bank, and then finish later?
Yes.
Okay. So, I was like, how does this logistically work?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Whenever they do it, time stops, and then they use that to rob banks and commit other crimes. Okay. And then it kind of like, I don't want to spoil it, but then their relationship kind of like spirals out of control out of that because they also start to realize that they can't do certain things without each other. So, and their powers only work together. So, it's
now they each can do it, but then it makes it seem like they meet up after they realize they can. stop time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is going to be an adaptation of the book series on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
It's only going to be 8 episodes.
For now. If it's good, they might keep it going.
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I never heard of this before.
I wanted to see how long it ran.
Oh, like the full
Like
run.
if it kept going after.
Now, I
stopped
did
reading
read when I was doing my Googling that they attempted to make this into a series a long time ago, and it didn't work out. It didn't get picked up. And I guess it was probably because the article made it seem like because they couldn't figure out like who was going to watch this, like what was the audience for it.
Yeah.
But this is definitely the climate for it now because we got like, this fits perfectly on Amazon Prime because they already had The Boys, and The Boys is way more grotesque.
We're in a different era of they could have made this a long time ago. It's still the same.
Yeah, you got The Boys, you got Invincible, and those are like gory, but it's still very like TVMA situations.
Gotcha.
So this fits the era in which we are in of raunchy comics.
So it says there are 31 issues.
Okay.
I read like the first 3 volumes, so I read like issues 1 through 15. They're thin like comic books.
Got you.
Very secular, very R-rated, but they have good writing. And
I mean,
I'm interested to see what
assuming.
they're going to do with this. I'm also interested to see the
logistics on screen is what I'm curious about.
This is one of those obscure comic books that you don't really have to have conversations about with people because you don't think it's going to make it to the general public. So I'm very interested to see what everybody else's reaction to this will be. You know what? The Boys used to be that. And then they made The Boys, and then now you have boys discourse.
Right.
So
everywhere.
I wonder what this is going to do.
Yeah.
I never would have expected The Boys to ever be made into like a show because of the nature of it.
Yeah.
And they did it anyway. And now look at what the state of the world. So,
yeah. If you've not seen The Boys, it's extremely TVMA.
And The Boys have
and it's not even like, it's not necessarily sex, it's just all the different things they do with body parts.
Yeah.
In The Boys. You're just like, who thought of that?
And it has that Simpsons effect where it like things in the show start to become like relevant in real life.
Yeah, and it's creepy and
it's
weird.
Creepy. So I'm wondering if Sex Criminals is going to do the same thing.
It could.
That's going to do to society.
I mean, we just watched like Wonder Man, and then you look at the DODC, and you like, this feel a little too familiar right now. I don't like it.
So I wonder what this is going to do to the rest of the world when it's released. But I'm interested to see the casting.
Right. Well, we have one person. So Kumar Najani is going to be the lead. Now, he's from a bunch of stuff. Most famously, I guess most recently would be Eternals. He was in that. So he's funny. I like him.
He is.
I'm curious who's going to be the woman.
And you have to have comedy in this. So.
Yes. It seems like it's a comedy. I'm taking it as a comic.
Yeah.
A comedy? Okay. I
mean, because,
shenanigans. These are these are shenanigans.
Yeah.
So very interesting. Amazon, I'm not surprised they're the ones that picked us up, seeing as they have the voice. Actually, Invincible and The Boys and Fallout are all on Amazon, and they all push that edge of like,
so this is the perfect platform for that.
Right. Like, what? This is ridiculous. So, this is the perfect platform. As we learn more, we'll let you guys know. I would check it out because the logistics are really like, what? So, yeah.
Also, tidbit, this was written by Matt Fraction, who wrote Hawkeye.
Okay.
The original comic book series of Hawkeye, the show was based off of.
Okay. So we got some esteemed writers for this. Cool. So next up we have, this is all going on to one person. So I just called this segment Halle Berry is working. So Halle Berry has several projects. If you go to her IMDb page, she has like 8 projects that are like pre-production. And I'm like, girl, My vs. Mine is still on there, by the way, if you were wondering.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we ain't heard nothing else. That is the movie she's supposed to have with Angelina Jolie that we ain't heard a peep about.
Yeah, they were supposed to be beefing over.
So that was a rumor, but
she said it. Nobody asked. She volunteered that information.
She said it a little weird.
Talking about we didn't like each other.
Yeah,
but we got over it.
And then we're like, well, where the movie at though? It's a little weird. So Halle Berry is working on several projects. The first one is. The President is Missing. This is going to be a film. Now, I didn't even know this book existed. This is based off a book by Bill Clinton.
Interesting.
Yes, that Bill Clinton. And James Patterson, who we probably most know from the Alex Cross novels that are now movies and TV shows.
He writes almost every thriller you can see on the bookshelf in a grocery store.
Yeah, you know who James Patterson is, even if you don't know who James Patterson is. So they wrote a best-selling political thriller, this movie is going to be developed by Apple Original Films, which means they're going to advertise it once and then we'll never hear about it again. They're doing a gender swap. So in the book, the president is male. So Halle Berry is going to play President Duncan. She will obviously be.
That's fine. We've had so many president stuff.
We got G20. Hello.
Viola Davis. Elva was president. John Cena was president. Yeah.
Well, I was saying gender swap as far as like a woman president.
Oh, I was saying we've had like a lot of just regular president movies. So
yes.
This makes sense.
And we've had an increase
of regular just president movies.
Presidents in movies just in general. So she's going to play President Duncan in this. Now this movie will be about a president who vanishes during a massive cyber attack threatening to cripple America. Now she has to go off grid to discover whoever the traitor is that's throwing America into whack.
Isn't there another president movie
about this?
It's Digger. So like a cyber attack or something threatens the end of the world, and they may be the only person
instead of the president, this is whoever Tom Cruise plays, the person who thinks he's the only one who can save the world.
But they're both like AI or something? Or
I don't know if Digger's AI, but it is an end of the world situation.
Okay.
Something else is end of the world AI related that we talked about.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Excuse me?
Don't Die, Have Fun.
Yes.
Buckle up.
Yep.
Good luck, don't die, have fun.
There it is. I was like, that title was very long. You made it. Which I think got reviewed recently, and people said it's pretty good. Oh, sidebar. So that is one movie. So she's gonna be the president in one movie. She got another movie coming out called Bad Cop, Bad Cop, and this is an action comedy. It doesn't say too much about what it is, but it will star. She's gonna star alongside Fortune Feimster.
Okay.
Who was the mole?
The comedian.
Yes, it's a comedy.
Okay.
It says it's an action comedy, and that actress did the Beaver in Zootopia.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's going to be moving with that. The writer or the director of this will be Kay Cannon, who did the Pitch Perfect series, which I did not watch.
First one was good.
Oh, was it? Okay. I didn't realize there were 3 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't get a full synopsis for this one. It's just, I'm assuming it's a buddy cop comedy because it's called Bad Cop, Bad Cop instead of Good Cop, Bad Cop. It says it's an action comedy. The voice actress from Zootopia was quite hilarious. So Fortune was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. It's given comedy. So she got a serious president movie. She got a buddy cop comedy movie. Next up, she has Zero F's it's just Zero F's series. This is a menopause themed comedy that's coming to Peacock. And then she also has a a series called The Patient, which is a horror drama at HBO. So she is literally covering every genre. We have drama, comedy, another comedy, buddy cop, horror drama. All from Halle Berry.
Yeah.
All of these are in pre-production, by the way. She's also got, and we're also covering movie, TV. She got Apple. She got Peacock. She got HBO. It doesn't say where the Bad Cop is going. I don't know. Pick anybody. It doesn't matter at this point.
Realized who Julian Bell is.
Who is Julian Bell? Because I looked her up.
You see that meme? I think I've used this. You see that meme where the girl's holding people at gunpoint, but she keeps waving the gun around. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm going to shoot.
Oh. So Bad Cop is absolutely a comedy.
This looks like it's going to be like The Heat, which is Sandra Bullock. And,
okay.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels? That's not who I was thinking of.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yes. There we go.
She was in
Charlie's Angels?
She was, yeah. I don't know why I randomly thought about that.
That is random. All the things she's done.
The scene in Charlie's Angels where
I was gonna say Ghostbusters.
The scene in Charlie's Angels where Lucy Liu impersonates that dominatrix CEO.
Oh, she's in that
She was like the boss. She was the boss of like the call center.
I haven't seen that in so long. I do remember that part though. That is a very random thing you just pulled out of thin air from Melissa McCartney. I'm like,
well, I thought
she's been in so many
that one section of the movie.
Very interesting choice. We're on a tangent. Anyway, Halle Berry is working. She's got a lot of things coming out. Like I said, 8 things in pre-production. Mm-hmm. Hopefully all of these make it. Right now, she has Crime 101, which comes out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it looks good.
And that looks pretty good. We got a trailer for it before we saw Send Help. It's the same trailer we've been seeing. So they might want to find the one out. But yeah, we like Halle Berry. She's pretty good. We also saw her last in...
Snowfall?
Sir, you really going back with these movies. What was the horror movie with the two kids?
Don't Let Go. Never Let Go.
Never Let Go.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. It was pretty good. She did pretty good in that. Chase. I don't remember how many Nicole Kidmans we gave it. So
it wasn't high.
It wasn't. But we supported it, okay? We support. What did I say? What did I say?
We did.
We don't know if a bad movie is a bad movie until we see it.
Yes.
And that wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't a bad movie.
But it wasn't Sinners.
You're right.
Right. It's a lot of area in between that. Take that how you will.
There we go.
But shout out to Halle Berry, who's working. She got a bunch of stuff coming out. As we learn more about all 12 of these projects, we will let you know. Yeah. And that is it for our news. Now we're going to roll into
the trailer park.
Toot RBB.
Okay, first stop of the trailer park is for Paradise Season 2. This is premiering on Hulu on February 23rd. It stars Aldous Hodge and Shailene Woodley. She was not in the first season, was she?
Yes.
Was she?
I think so.
Was she prominent?
Hold on.
I don't recall. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I never heard anybody talk about her.
Sure. Absolutely watched Paradise.
Everybody talked about this. I never heard Shailene Woodley get mentioned.
I don't. Who she play?
It seemed like she was in this trailer more than Shiv. Or, nope.
Shiv.
Not Shiv. Shiv is the bad one in
Shiv.
No. Who's the bad lady in this one? Nobody.
Sinatra.
Sinatra. There it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's great.
See, Shiv is the one nobody likes in Succession.
Okay, no, she's not. Shailene Woodley is not in the first season.
Interesting.
Do I know who she is?
Yeah, so who is she? You have to explain this trailer because it was just a sequence of things I have no idea.
So, I'm not going to spoil Paradise Season 1 if you haven't watched it. Catch up. What are you doing?
The surface?
We are on the surface, which kind of spoils Season 1.
I mean, I feel like at this point you have to have known.
Season 1 is so good. And if you have not seen it, you're spoiled at this point. And if you watch it, it's not totally spoiled, but the whole shocking part of season 1, episode 1 is done for. Like, you're not going to get the effect anymore. Yeah. Anywho, Sterling K. Brown is going to look for his wife. There's some nefarious things that are happening. The people above ground did not make it below ground. He's trying to look for his wife because she didn't make it. That is the essence of what he is doing. But it sounds like there's some other things going on because Sinatra is saying Sinatra's the bad. She's Grant Ward, essentially. She's terrible. She's worse than Grant Ward, actually. She is saying it's not just about the bunker.
She got to die a couple times to be worse than Grant Ward. She got to die a couple times to come back.
Right now, she's just in jail. Grant Ward. If you've never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Grant Ward is like the worst.
He's a top tier MCU villain.
Woo, he's terrible. And he kept dying and coming back and dying and like they came back as an alien. He came back as a ghost. Oh, it's terrible. Anywho, Sinatra's awful. But in season 2, we are at the point where Sterling K. Brown, Xavier, is looking for his wife, the above world, to find her because he thought she was dead. Right. Essentially, everybody thought everybody above ground was dead. Turns out people are able to survive up there, and the people upstairs are now, it looks like, trying to get downstairs.
So the people upstairs mutants? We don't know that yet.
I'm sure there's going to be some sort of radioactive impacts. We don't know that yet, though. I mean, as far as we know, we went through most of season 1 not even realizing that people were up there.
And was the end of the world nuclear?
It was like a comet, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it was a comet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me not lie.
I don't know why I thought it was like a war.
No, it was a... I'm pretty sure it was comets.
There's nothing you can do about that.
I've just seen Greenland, so my brain is like, what exactly happened? Yeah, I think it was a comet. Bunch of comets. And what happened was the White House knew something was coming.
Oh, yes, I recall this now because they had to go around and warn people.
Right. Well, they had to tell certain people, like, you can go, but you can't go. Okay. So there was a whole thing of, like, the president knew. He was trying to tell Xavier, like, you need to keep your wife close because we're going to pull the trigger to get everybody out of here at some point. Right. She need to be close. And she ended up going on a work trip.
Gotcha.
And Xavier was mad at the president because the president just didn't flat out tell him, like, the end of the world is coming. You need to keep your wife close. Instead, Xavier was was kind of in the dark. So
Okay.
and and the other plot of this is somebody has killed the president and we don't know who.
I didn't see Cyclops in the trailer.
He's dead.
Right. So, but are the flashbacks done?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
make it seem he's been advertising it, and in the first trailer, he's in that one.
Okay.
So yeah, he's dead, but he's still here.
Gotcha.
Which is cool because he is very good in this. Cyclops is extremely good in this.
Cool.
So, and then speaking of Never Let Go, one of the sons plays Xavier's son in this.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, the
Nice.
younger son. So very excited about this. You don't have to watch this week to week because people gonna spoil the heck out of it, and I'm gonna let y'all know how good it is so y'all can watch it.
Next stop on the trailer park is for Daredevil Born Again season 5. This premieres on Disney Plus March 24th, 2025,
It's
2026.
Season 2, sir.
Season 5 of
Fine.
Daredevil.
Fine.
Who is this going to star? It's going to star Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
She's back.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I'll be honest. The only reason why I'm watching this.
Yeah.
I might. How many seasons was Jessica Jones? It was a couple seasons, right?
3.
Oh, oof. Okay, I'm not watching all that.
No.
I was gonna say I was gonna rewatch it, but I ain't got time.
Okay.
I ain't got time before March. But I'll watch a recap so I can remember.
Yeah. So I don't think anything of her origin is going to matter in this.
No,
I
don't think
think
so?
she's gonna exist. I think her origin is going to exist.
Right.
But I don't think you're gonna have to like know it beat for beat to know her
They're
presence.
probably
in
gonna
this.
summarize it pretty easily.
Pretty much, I think all you need to know about Jessica Jones is that she's a superpowered private investigator who is also friends with the Daredevil. They both live in Hell's Kitchen.
Right. So everybody seemed to be excited she was back. We already
Yeah.
knew she was coming back.
She was good.
First time we seen her.
She's one of the perfect castings for the role.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. Now where's her sister?
In the Raft.
Okay.
She's a murderer.
Dang.
You didn't watch that last season.
I
She
did.
got cheetah powers. She
I
killed
remember
somebody.
that.
Yeah.
Did she willingly go to the raft?
No, she went to the Raft. But this was I think this is post Civil War.
Yeah.
So she went to the Raft because she got arrested.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to catch. See, I am gonna recap. I'm gonna do a recap at least because
But
I
we haven't
did
seen
watch
her
it.
anymore.
Okay.
Because she's
In the raft.
Tigress. I think not
Yes.
Tigress.
She in the raft with the president.
Yeah, I think she's Tigress.
Interesting. Okay.
No, Hellcat. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do a recap of Jessica Jones just for my own sake, but I will watch this season 5.
We don't know too much about this one, but it looks like Daredevil is still going up
Daredevil
against
land.
Kingpin.
Ching, ching.
He's gonna have to use the assistance of Bullseye. I've heard in this one, which is
Okay.
interesting because Bullseye just killed Foggy in the last season.
Okay, is that what happened? Oh, we discussed this.
Punisher
Yes, we
won't
did.
be in this season.
No,
No, Punisher will be in
he
Brand
was
New
in
Day.
the last season, right?
Jessica Jones will be taking a Punisher role in
Okay.
this season.
Got you.
And we don't know who the secondary antagonist is. Oh, Matthew Lillard is going to be the secondary antagonist. It
Right,
looks like
we
he's
don't
being
know who-
hired by Kingpin.
And we don't know who he is, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It looks interesting.
it looks interesting.
I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah, it looks like Daredevil's having some type of issue with his powers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Now I don't know if this is gonna be a week to week. This will be week. Do we know if it's week? Probably.
This
The
will
last
probably
one
be
was week to week.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it week to week. I might do it like the Penguin, where it like came out, then I watched a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Came out and I watched a couple episodes. I probably will treat this way.
Yeah.
That's why it don't matter how y'all put these shows out. I'm gonna watch it how I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you.
Next up on the trailer park is for Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model. This is a documentary coming to Netflix February 16th, 2026. It is going to detail a behind the scenes look at the production and experiences of the people who worked on the show and its contestants on America's Next Top Model
We'll see how
during
real.
its WB seasons.
Was it on UPN for a second too?
It eventually came back, but it was no longer hosted by Tyra. So it was
Right,
the Rita Ora era.
Because they was trying to drag it out. Oh, what makes me nervous, one, this is probably going to be a hot mess. 1. 2, which makes me nervous about this is that they are interviewing Tyra, and I don't know how much input she's going to have behind the scenes.
They pretty much interviewed everybody in the Biggest Loser one except for Jillian Michaels. They interviewed all the coaches, and all the coaches, which was shocking, were very upfront and forward about how terrible they were. And they still held their terrible views.
Okay.
So
maybe we'll get this. I want this to be honest, was what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Because if Tyra Banks production company or whatever is behind this, we're not going to get the truth. We're going to get like sprinkling and seasonings of what she wants us to see.
Yeah.
But I want the real deal. I mean, if you ain't watched Top Model, like, this is like our childhood, right? No, childhood, or would you call it teenagehood? Whatever.
Teenagehood.
Teenagehood. I mean, we was in college, stopping whatever you was doing, get off your job, turn on Top Model. Like, that was the thing. So it says reality check, so I hope it's actually going to be honest and interesting. But I feel like this is going to be a thread watch party situation.
Let me see.
For sure.
Ever Wonder Studios.
I think this is on a Monday, too. So that'd be good. Not on a weekend.
Okay. So Ever Wonder Studios doesn't have anything to do with her.
Okay. That's good.
Wise Child Studios.
That don't sound like her.
Sound black.
It does, but it doesn't sound like... I feel like she would name it after her or something. No? Suspicious?
Interesting. So Wise Child Studios, I don't know who this is about, but they have other like films, and I don't think this has anything to do with her either.
Okay,
so
good.
It seems like the production companies
Independent.
are a neutral party.
Okay. Now Netflix does a good job. When they really put their foot in a documentary, they pretty good.
They do.
Now, when they don't, it feels like this could have been an email. So
they do.
We'll see which version we gonna get. It's one or the other.
So I hope it's like the Biggest Loser documentary, where it does the contestants and the people behind. And I mean, they didn't do the contestants were the contestants, but they didn't shine anybody like in a particularly positive light. It was just kind of like
just how it
real.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the contestants happen to also be awful people, but they also had awful experiences. So,
right. So I hope we get the same. I
Yeah.
hope we get the same. We'll see. It comes out in a couple of weeks, so we ain't gotta wait too long for it.
I'm gonna have fun trying to remember who all the contestants are,
I remember the big dogs,
especially the losers, because I don't remember all them.
No. I remember the people that's like, lasted towards the end,
Or the ones we still using memes.
The ones who still using memes.
Yeah.
Or maybe the ones who had
I was rooting for you.
crazy, right. The ones who had like the crazy moments, like I was rooting for you.
Or the worst haircuts. I remember those characters.
Or like the blackface.
Characters, people.
That
They're
situation.
People. These are people.
These are reality shows, right? There's a little writing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So
America's Top Model used to be fun.
It used to be fun.
It was kind of like American Idol, where I fell off after the audition episodes.
Really?
Like after the audition episodes, American Idol wasn't fun anymore.
No, I turned that
because the
off.
rejections were the fun part.
I never made it to the end of any season.
Or like I used to fall off right after they did like the group rejections.
Yeah.
Where they put them in sequestered rooms.
Right.
Once they started getting real and going on the road, I wasn't interested.
No.
With America's Next Top Model, I usually fell off around after the haircut episode.
Really?
After the makeover episodes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would finish to the end, but I didn't watch all of the seasons. So some of these people I probably won't remember because I eventually just stopped watching it because it got just too ridiculous and I just didn't care.
I would come back around to see who won.
Yeah, I always try to come. If I started it, I would come back and see who won if I didn't watch the whole season.
Or they would have like, I think it only happened like twice, but there would be the occasions where they realized they did a bad makeover and they have to redo it. Yeah. Like if they gave somebody a bad wig.
Yeah, they did do that.
They would have to like redo it.
Or the makeover episodes was terrible because them girls be crying.
Or like the haircut episode.
Oh, because they'd be so bad. I wouldn't have survived.
Oh, it's so fun.
I wouldn't audition, but I also wouldn't have survived if they made it. So that would be interesting.
I look forward to hearing about all that trauma.
Yeah. America. We have weird entertainment. Weird entertainment.
Next up on the trailer park is going to be I Love Boosters. This is a Boots Riley production. This comes out May 22nd, 2026. Stars Keke Palmer, Naomi Ackie, Taylor Page, Don Cheadle, Lakeith Stanfield, and Demi Moore. It follows a ring of shoplifters who take aim at a cutthroat fashion maven, who we predicted a long time ago would be Demi Moore.
Yes. And I don't know who Don Cheadle is in this, but he looked like he also is in the fashion industry of some sort. Everybody is dressed. How do I want to say it? Very eclectic.
Yeah.
So it's a very, I'm I'm trying to pair this movie to something else, and I can't. It looks like its own individual thing.
It's if you've looked up some of his other films,
It looks
this
like
is like
that.
his style.
Okay,
Yeah.
this looks good though.
Yeah.
I'm very interested. I'm very curious. It looks like Keke Palmer, Naomi Ackie, and Taylor Page are our boosters, and then we had, I'm not sure what John Cheadle or Lakeith Stanfield are in this actually, but Demi Moore is our what's her name from Devil Who Wears Prada.
Miranda Priestley?
She's the fashion Miranda Priestley, but she's actually like running the clothing line.
The clothing industry. Yeah, instead of like the journalist side.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like fashion version of Set It Off, but with more comedy.
Yes,
Yeah.
way more comedy. Hope nobody dies.
I don't think anybody's going to die.
In the
this.
shootout. No, just playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does give Set It Off, but fashion.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that from now on.
Yeah.
Anything else about this?
I mean, it
The trailer gives just enough, but not too much.
The trailer just gives like hijinks and shenanigans. It's very colorful, very saturated.
Yeah.
The world is kind of like campy.
It looks very campy. It's almost like each scene has a main color theme.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but as you watch the trailer, it's either like all green, all yellow, all reds. It's very interesting layout.
Yeah.
So that is different as well.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard. You have to kind of watch the trailer. It's kind of hard to describe. Like even the clothing and the costuming in this looks interesting.
Yeah.
Because it looks very
not old.
exaggerated.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not old. It's not new. The movie is.
It's like high fashion stuff. You would see, everybody is wearing high fashion stuff that you would see on a runway, but not particularly in real life.
Right.
Yeah, like these are not real life
outfits,
clothes, but you're wearing them out
like regular.
Yeah, like
and then the
Taylor
movie,
Page is wearing like a onesie with boobs,
right? And they're like, but they're huge though.
They're huge, and it's like fur,
right? And she's like, how do people wear this? And then,
it's like, but you're not.
The movie doesn't seem like it takes place in a particular time period.
It's an anachronism, so you don't know when it takes place.
It could be the future, it could be the past, it could be today.
Yeah.
So it looks very good though. I'm very interested in this. It comes out the same weekend as Mando and Grogu, which it's hard choices gonna have to be made.
I still know what Mando Grogu is about.
Hijinks and shenanigans.
What is it? Like, what's the plot?
Grogu and Mando are going through hijinks and shenanigans.
No, there needs to be a villain.
That is the villain.
Who is the villain?
The hijink.
Oh, no.
And the shenanigans.
What's the story?
I don't know. I Love Boosters may win that weekend, mainly because I do want to support this movie.
Black.
It's black.
Yes.
We are looking forward to this. It is an original. And I love me some Grogu. Y'all, I gotta.
Disney got it. They don't need our money.
Jay 3D printed me a Grogu planner. Like, I love me some Grogu. But
Disney got it.
Disney will be fine.
We need more movies like this.
We do. And we'll probably just watch it the following weekend. It's not like it's going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not going to streaming next week.
Exactly.
Disney do not play.
It's still not going to be in theater. I mean, home for the next 90 days.
Exactly. So we'll probably shift our schedule so we can watch I Love Boosters first.
Who's putting this out?
Oh, I don't know. That is a very good question.
I Love Boosters is being put out by Neon. Interesting.
Okay, so we
Neon
might get some advertising.
That creepy horror film that's coming out that I want to see.
Is that the one with the podcast? Is that Neon?
No, it's A24.
Okay.
Neon is the
Let me see.
Neon is doing this
monkey
horror film that they acquired that was already filmed, I think, but it was an independent horror film that Neon is going to distribute it.
Okay.
Where it's about a supernatural entity that haunts you in the form of the person you desire most. And it's like two dudes. It's supposed to be like a horror version of Heated Rivalry, I guess.
Okay.
Which I still have not seen. But Neon is doing more.
Is it called Hokum?
No.
Okay, that's something else. Hokum is an author travels to a remote part of Ireland to spread the ashes of his deceased parents.
That's from Ben.
Okay.
From Parks and Rec.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unaware that his rented accommodations could be haunted.
I also want to see that too.
Of course you do.
Neon. Okay. Neon is putting out a lot of good stuff.
I don't know why you say it.
Neon's a smaller company, so I'm gonna go see this.
Okay.
That weekend.
So yeah, I Love Boosters is on the schedule. If you want to know, Mando and Grogu gonna have to take the next week.
Interested to see if this goes up for costuming.
It should, just based off the trailer. It's very different, and I like it.
All right, so that is the last step on the trailer park. Let's dive into this bunch crunch.
All right, some guy who I barely know, but I know where he's from. Noah Centineo.
So
Centineo is Adam Smasher from Black Adam.
Yes.
Is he from something else I know?
The Night Agent, that big popular Netflix show.
Okay.
Oh, and we'll see him in Street Fighter.
Oh, lucky him.
Oh, not
Lucky us, I should say. He has something else big on his docket. He will star as John J. Rambo in the prequel to First Blood, which is now in production, which I didn't. Apparently, this got announced. Maybe we just passed this by. I didn't even know they was doing a prequel to First Blood, but they are officially now in production. So shout out to everybody involved. I don't know if this is, I don't know. This could have worked like 5 years ago. I don't know if this movie works today. A prequel to Rambo? Like, who cares? Who?
I mean,
I'm sure somebody does. But out of the two of us, who?
I mean, it's just a nonsense. I mean, not nonsense. I mean, I guess the first Rambo had like a purpose. But
what is the equivalent today of a Rambo that
nothing.
People will go see?
Well, because the thing about Rambo is that it was mostly about him he's broken, and he was broken because he was like sent to a bunch of wars.
Right? He's a war veteran, right? Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is relevant, but
sure,
those
exactly.
You have to go back to the Vietnam War,
okay,
then you have to go back and question the relevance of the Vietnam War.
This is going to add fuel to the fire of people. No more remakes, no more IP. Because why? You could say that about anything, but Rambo, like. This is what y'all picked?
Nobody was interested in Rambo when Sylvester Stallone was still doing it. And he just did that last one that came out 2019.
Really? There was another one?
He did Rambo Last Blood. That came out, and he was old man Rambo. I mean, Sylvester Stallone.
I don't know why a prequel? I don't know. I feel like it's too late to do a prequel. Just keep doing sequels.
And is it going to be back in the Vietnam War?
Probably.
It's going to be before the Vietnam
War? It's got to
War?
be if it's a prequel.
The Vietnam War.
Yeah, it's got to be. Because it's before then. So shout out to everybody involved. I don't know about this one though.
I don't know about the interest in this.
Yeah, people. Yeah, and the poster looks cool. I give him that. Shout out to the poster guy.
Yeah, I would have. I don't know. It's weird. We're in a weird place.
It is weird.
Nonsense action films. There was an era where those made like a bunch of money, like a Running Man. That's what the Running Man was like the first clue. Was like,
Yeah, and a Running Man supposedly was good.
People aren't interested in things,
but people didn't go see it, right? People didn't go like. I mean, you got like Anaconda, but that's not really an action. That was like a spoof movie, so that don't count,
right?
Yeah, I don't know. And Jason Statham movies, I wouldn't put in this bucket because those are quote unquote more serious. Like that's not straight for comedy.
Shelter just came out, didn't it?
It did. It came out this weekend. Oh,
well, didn't hear about it.
I have no clue how that movie did.
So shout out to everybody involved in this.
Good luck.
So I mean, he's still got the Night Agent.
Hey, I mean, he got Street Fighter coming out.
Yeah, and Street Fighter. I don't know if anybody's interested in a Rambo story.
That's what I'm saying.
The people who liked Rambo.
I feel like they trying to hop on with like Creed getting like popular, but Creed was a serious movie as well.
You have to get people who don't know who Rambo is.
No, they're not interested
in like the
nonsense.
Vietnam War. Yeah, war. No. Period. Nobody cares. Nope. Nobody's trying to hear all that right now.
Nope. And I don't think. Sorry, Noah. I don't think he not putting no butts in seats for no nonsense movie.
Especially with its stories where it's about the U.S. sending people unnecessarily into combat.
Ain't nobody going to the movies.
Nobody's interested in that right now. Sorry.
We living right now. We don't need to.
We're in it.
Right. What are you talking about? So interesting choice to do a prequel for. Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna let you do this next one because I'll mess up this man's name.
Olafur Darri Olafsson.
Hey, is that right?
From Severance.
Sure.
Has been cast as Thor in God of War live action series. You're welcome. I did this.
Jay called it.
I did.
When we talked about the castings last episode or episode before last.
Just like the man.
Jay put on Threads like, hello, here's Thor. And then like 2 days ago, they were like, you're right. Here's Thor.
We talked about God of War when we announced it. When they announced God of War, we talked about a podcast.
Right, because we were going through all the different like video games and stuff.
And that was before Severance came out. And I remember watching Severance like, he would be a good Thor. So.
If you Google like, and then of course we're talking about Thor, not Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
Thor.
so this is a accurate Norse mythology Thor that's depicted in the God of War video game, where he's just a very, very large guy.
He's a very large guy. He looks like the guy from Severance.
Yes. Equally as strong, though.
Okay, good.
Yes. He's still Thor, you know? So.
Right. So this casting sounds like perfect casting.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the video. I know the video game, but I have not played it. But I might check it out, the series, if it's good. I mean, I didn't play Fallout, and I like Fallout. So.
Good. Yeah.
And this is also Amazon, right? Amazon ain't doing nothing but goddamn video game adaptations. Hold on one second. Video and comics. That's it.
You would like God of War
series, the video game.
You would like the newer ones, not like the.
Okay.
So God of War has been around for a very long time. It used to be It used to just be based in the Greek stories, but then they transit because he lives forever. So he lived from the Greek era to the Norse era. Gameplay wise, it's similar for you. Gameplay wise, it's similar to Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
It's very linear. Okay. It's not as much of an open world, but it's very linear, very running around, collecting your loot, using a big sword, and hacking people up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's good. It's fun. And it's a good story. So
Amazon has ordered 2 seasons already.
Good. Yeah, there were 2 games based on the Norse era, so that makes sense. People are upset, but I mean, we've got enough Greek stuff. They're like, well, why didn't they start with this Greek era stories? Why are they skipping straight to Norse? And it's like, I mean, Percy Jackson.
All right.
There's enough Greek stuff going on right now.
And what's the? Oh, that's not. He's not.
What? Uh-oh.
Not House of Dragon.
No, House of Dragon's medieval.
Not House of. What is the Disney one?
Percy Jackson.
No, with the one with the kid flying on touching the dragon and he's taming it.
How to Tame Your Dragon?
Yeah. Oh, that's neither.
That's kind of medieval.
Okay.
Too.
It's like, ain't
funny.
that something?
No.
I was really struggling to find out that name.
No.
Okay. So yeah, Amazon already got 2. So whether the first season does good or not, Amazon's like, don't care. Another one's coming.
Yeah.
They got the money. They're fine. They're fine. All right. Next up, some casting news. Diane Lane is joining Mike Flanagan's The Exorcist as we don't know who. But she's Diane Lane, so sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Scarlet Witch. Maybe Asian Queen's mom. Yeah, I was gonna say mom.
Maybe. I don't know if they're doing a remake.
I think it's a whole new chapter.
Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be like the original. No. So it's gonna be based on the family. It looks like it's gonna be Scarlett Johansson and her son.
Yes, because we did get a child actor.
So we think the son is probably going to be possessed because it's always how it goes in the Exorcist film. It's always the child.
Maybe it's her. And the son reaches out to grandma to like, hey, mama tripping.
I guess she wouldn't be the first adult because that was in the Exorcist 3. There were 3 Exorcists. The second one was not good.
I only saw the first one. I'm like, 3? I didn't even make it past 1.
The third one was the villain was Brad Dourif, Chucky.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be either her or her son are gonna be possessed.
Okay.
I remember in the first Exorcist, she was an actress. The mother was an actress, so she was very popular. Okay. She had like a lot of other friends too. So I wonder if Diane Lane will be like a friend.
It says there's no official word yet on who she'll be playing, and the story details are locked tight. So
she could be Scarlett Johansson's mom.
She could be.
Yeah.
They would go well off each other.
It could be like a family.
Yeah, I can see them being like button heads.
Yeah,
for sure.
Reunion. Who's the priest?
They ain't see it.
Can't be Diane Lane.
Why not?
Kathleen can't do it. Can't be a woman priest.
She be a nun. Like Conclave.
Nuns do not perform exorcisms.
Oh, you're right. Just get the water and stuff. Sorry. I don't know my Catholic.
So interested to see whoever the first man they cast is the priest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Watch it be. They should get Walter
Bucky?
Goggins or Bucky. Bucky would be good.
Walter Goggins would work.
He would work as well.
Yeah.
Just randomly named.
Or Ralph Ineson.
Oh yeah,
he'd be a good priest.
He would be good.
Yeah.
He would be good. Yeah, as we get the male casting, we'll let you know. All right, next up, something that I'm surprised. This wasn't officially confirmed by trade, but we gonna go with it. Hard Eyes 2 reportedly is in the works.
Yeah,
which we liked that movie.
It was fun.
The ending was stupid,
It was.
but right up until that, it was a pretty entertaining movie. We were pleasantly surprised by that.
It was a good slasher.
I don't know how well it did in the box office. I would have to look it up. So I'm kind of surprised it's getting the 2.
I think it just made its budget back.
Fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And let me look it up real quick. But it was it's probably cheap. It was pretty good. What I'm seeing is people are saying that it actually is going to get made.
So the budget was $18 million. It made $33.1.
Oh, it almost made double its budget.
It funded its sequel.
Yeah, and it probably made the rest of the money back like on PVOD or something.
Yeah, and they did a lot of the marketing on like TikTok and stuff. So cheap,
very cheap.
Yeah.
But it deserved to be cheap because the movie was
Yeah.
But it was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
It was a fun slasher.
It was a fun slasher. Her best friend was funny, so please bring her back.
Yeah, her best friend lived, so bring her back.
If you do this, bring the friend back and give her a bigger role, because Homegirl was hilarious. So we liked it. You can definitely catch our review on it if you haven't seen it. I would recommend it if you're looking for something cool to watch in non-spooky season. But this one was pretty good.
And I can see like the sequel being about like a new hard-eyes killer going after them because they like restored people's faith of the word in love or something.
Yeah, okay.
Because they took down the last killer, people believe in love again or something dumb.
It don't need to be complicated.
Because they worked in advertising.
They did.
And it was stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world was goofy.
We don't need to be serious about this. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. All right, speaking of spookies, James Wan is back, and he's going to be directing the next Saw movie, Saw 12. I don't know what number we're
11.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah, because 10 was a prequel.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Lee Whannell is going to be writing the screenplay. Okay. Lee Whannell is from Upgrade, The Invisible Man, and then he also did Wolfman, which they conveniently left out because people did not like Wolfman.
People did not like Wolfman.
I thought it was fine. We also did a review on that if you want to check it out.
Yeah.
So JL watch this and let us know.
Yeah, I mean the same people. Lee Whannell was the guy in the first Saw.
Okay.
He's an actor and director.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's also in Insidious. He's in the Insidious franchise as a ghost investigator.
Sorry, Lee.
So, I mean, these are all like James Wan stuff. So, they're a good pairing.
And the big thing was that James Wan, I guess, quote unquote, left the franchise, and now this is him coming back to it.
Yeah.
So I think he created the franchise, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay.
And Saw 10 was very well received.
Oh, was it?
Very well received. It was good. I saw it. It was good.
10 in the movies, my God.
So, yeah.
That is crazy. But shout out to everybody involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that James Wan is coming back after he kind of exited for a while.
Yeah. The last Saw was good because I don't think the last Saw was as gross.
Okay.
But he was doing it to a bunch of criminals who deserved it.
Right.
So
I remember you telling me
that made it more
this.
watchable.
Okay.
So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Actual scammers
torture
who deserved
movie.
it.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of movies that are taking forever to come out, we weren't talking about that, but now we are. The final Fast and the Furious movie has a title and a date. It is going to be called Fast Forever, which is like the cheesiest, corniest, stalest thing they could have called it. And it's coming out March 17th, 2028. So 2 years.
Yeah.
It will be a 5-year gap between a 2-part movie. And they're not even calling it part 2. They just saying Fast Forever. This is not good. This ain't good. The last movie wasn't good, but to put a 5-year gap between another movie that's supposed to be your part 2, not good. You can only do that if you the Batman. That's it.
So, who are we expecting to return in this movie?
No idea besides Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. These are people we're expecting. Nobody's been confirmed because it's been 5 years. But
and they
based off the
things.
Cliffhanger that we were provided in the last film, this is who we're expecting to return.
Mm-hmm.
Vin Diesel.
Sure.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Maybe.
Tyrese Gibson.
He ain't doing nothing.
Ludacris.
Sure.
John Cena died. Maybe.
Right.
No proof of body.
He's like Peacemaker now.
I mean, let he die twice.
Sure. He's not dead then. You're right. He's coming back.
Natalie Emmanuel.
Maybe.
She was
might.
in the plane. So it's up in the air whether Ludacris, Tyrese, and they put all the black people in the plane.
Right. So if they survive or not.
They survive.
If it depends on if they doing stuff, which they probably won't be. So sure, they'll be back.
Jordana Brewster.
Sure, she ain't doing nothing.
They said they were going to bring back Brian.
AI.
They said that. They said it.
AI.
So Brian.
Yeah. AI's back. ChatGPT.
Sung Kang, who's Han.
Sure.
Because Han died twice.
Right.
Or once. It lived.
Right.
I don't remember. I guess Michael Rooker was a mechanic in the last one. So Michael Rooker lived. So he'll come back.
Skip.
Helen Mirren.
No, she need to stay away.
She's Jason Statham's mom.
She need to stay away.
She's their
Jason
contact.
Statham ain't even gonna come back. He like, nah, I'm good with the Beekeepers.
Kurt Russell.
Nope. Kurt's busy doing Legacy of Monsters and being an actual actor.
Charlize Theron.
She need to be busy doing something else. She needs to find something else to do.
Gal Gadot.
Sure, she ain't doing nothing. She's literally not doing anything.
Rita Moreno. She was at the cookout.
She don't need to be back. She don't need to be back.
She's somebody's grandma.
She's still cooking.
Somebody's Tio.
Is she still cooking? That'd be the only reason why she's coming back. Go ahead.
And Anna Sawai.
Who?
Anna Sawai. Yeah.
No,
she was not. In it for 4 seconds.
She's not doing this.
She plays Han's little sister or whatever.
Nope.
The movie. She did the karate scene.
And we're not coming back for that. No. I don't know how. Well, let me take this back. They could get everybody back for the right amount of money, but they've already had one story come out that said, we're not paying this much for this movie.
And I'm sorry. And The Rock will be back as well because he was in the post-credit scene.
He's not coming
Jason
back.
Statham will be back as well.
Nope.
Because he was in the post-credit scene, surprised to see that Han was alive because remember, he killed Han in Tokyo.
No. The Rock ain't coming back because he's trying to be serious now.
And Luke Evans is also still alive because he didn't die either.
Might come back because he ain't doing nothing. The Rock not coming back because they're not going to be able to afford The Rock, for one. They're not going to pay that man what he wants to be back in this. Jason Statham got a good thing going with his working man movies. He ain't trying to mess that bag up. He gonna have to keep the schedule going. What is the point of this movie? We're fine. We don't need it
because they put it on a cliffhanger.
Need it?
They have to.
Who cares? No,
they can't just end it like this. Christopher Nolan. This is Christopher Nolan's favorite franchise. They can't let him down.
Please. This is why you form your own opinions, because the Christopher Nolan said that his favorite movie out of this franchise was Tokyo Drift. Like, are you drunk? Are you high? Are you on the good stuff, sir?
Tokyo Drift ended up being extremely important.
Are you on the good stuff, Nolan?
No, not only was Tokyo Drift a surprise prequel, but it also brought together Han and introduced Deckard Shaw.
This is why this is why you form your own opinion
Tokyo
when you
Drift
watch
is
things.
The Infinity War of,
no.
I'm joking. It's like the Age of Ultron of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Age of Ultron eats all over Tokyo Drift.
Stones.
No. No. This movie is probably not going to be good, but whatever. Y'all can have it.
It's not going to be good.
It's not. The last one wasn't good.
But I think it's going to make a lot of money. It could potentially make a lot of money because
it's
going to be the last one.
It needs to.
And those films used to make billions of dollars.
They need to make money to make up for the last movie not making enough money.
Those films used to make buckets of cash.
They did. But then the budgets got too high. So when you make buckets of cash and your budget too high, you get nothing.
But they also said this one's supposed to be smaller scale and going back to street style racing, which is sure because they don't have the money. Because I don't know how you go backwards from being international like heist.
I know how.
Realistically because of real budget. But in the world of Fast and Furious, how do you end up back there?
You know what? They're going to AI everything. It's going to be AI cars, AI scripts.
It's already mostly CGI anyway.
So
I mean, it's at Paramount, so you're right.
It's gonna be AI to death.
Yeah,
Watch.
Paramount ain't got no
It's
money.
gonna be an AI movie.
Spending it all trying to buy WB.
Exactly, which they're still not getting.
Yeah.
Calling it now. This movie's gonna be heavily AI'd.
They'll probably go to Paramount Plus, like Avatar.
Yeah. Oh no! This is going to the theaters.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
They gotta make the money. They gotta make the money back from the last one.
Okay.
I don't think Vin Diesel would let them put this. Not let them, but I think Vin Diesel would.
I don't think he has a bevy of options.
No, but I think he would riot in the streets if they try to put this direct to streaming. They're not gonna do that. Okay. I'll give them that. It will go to theaters. Is it gonna be good? No. My
so this will be the last one for a little bit, and then they'll reboot the franchise with Noah Centineo.
Probably. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we'll be
in a different group of multicultural cast members.
And hopefully we'll be long gone from this earth. Yeah. Like that's how long they need to wait to reboot this. Flying cars, clean air, clean energy. Furious. We've solved hunger, poverty, and global warming. Then y'all can reboot this.
Yeah.
I will give you permission after
that. There you go.
Yeah. Last up in our Bunch of Crunch section is a sad crunch. We lost a legend, an icon. She was the moment. Catherine O'Hara died 2 days ago. It's very recent. At the age of 71 after a brief illness. Catherine O'Hara been in a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna hit a couple of things. She was in Beetlejuice. She was actually the best part of Beetlejuice, if I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed that her character went the way that her character did.
Didn't love it.
Was not happy about that.
Yeah, but her character, like the comedy that she brought, that was the best part.
I'm now okay with them not continuing that franchise.
Oh, we're fine.
Yeah,
we don't.
Because then, who else were you seeing the movie for?
Nobody. Because Catherine Hahn was the best part of the last movie.
O'Hara, yes.
Home Alone. We also that might be her most famous role. Home Alone.
Kevin's mom.
Nightmare Before Christmas, she was Sally.
Yes.
That might be like her third most famous. If we gonna do like Home Alone, Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas, but she's also been in a bunch of TV. Most notably, her last role on TV was The Last of Us. She was also in the studio. She was a main role in the studio. She was also in Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Which she was a main role in that. A lot of clips have been going around about that. She was in 30 Rock. She was in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
She been in everything all at once. She got a filmography like Denzel Washington.
Yeah, she does.
So it sucks. There's been a lot of heartfelt messages.
She was in Argyle.
She was the mom.
She was Bryce Dallas Howard's mom in
She
Argyle.
was her, and she was funny in that.
She was
funny in that. She was also in, there was a John Candy documentary that came out not too long ago. She was in that. She also did voice work for Wild Robot,
Okay.
Elemental. Let's see what else she did. Killers? Do I remember Killers? No, I didn't see
Killers with Michael Fassbender.
No, this was a comedy with Katherine Heigl and Ashton Kutcher.
Yes.
You saw
Katherine Heigl and we watched that. Katherine Heigl and Ashton Kutcher are newlyweds, and she finds out he's an assassin, and his target is Katherine Hahn's husband.
Okay.
Yeah. She played the mom.
So yeah, she's been in.
She was good in that.
Ton. She's kind of good in everything she does. I think the studio season 2 was just about to start production, so that's probably gonna hit that cast and crew pretty hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, sucks.
Lord,
you're picking the wrong ones. I'm just saying. There's other people to pick in different parts of government. If you're not busy, just
stop on by on your way out.
On your way. I know you everything everywhere all at once.
When you're making your rounds,
would you curve to the left?
There you go.
To the left, we would appreciate it. So yeah, that sucks. Diane Keaton was just not too long ago.
Yeah.
So we losing our
Somebody check on Sally Field.
I was about to say we losing too much of our favorite white actresses.
Our white legends.
We like, Lord, we need to put Meryl Streep in a bubble.
Yes.
Okay, certain people need to start going in bubbles when certain things happen. Like when James Earl Jones went, it was like, we need to put some people in bubbles. It's getting a little crazy out here. I don't like it.
But more and more people she had an illness, and more people are keeping their illnesses very secret.
Private.
Until they're passing.
You're right.
So it's a lot more surprising.
Yeah, she was not really she was, in all the movies and TV shows, but her personal life wasn't really
she was working.
About it. Right.
I didn't know she was unwell.
Exactly. So working. Celebrities are, as they get older, even the super famous ones are kind of like, y'all need to know my business.
Yeah.
So which is their right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sucks. I don't know what she has already in the works, so I don't know if we've kind of seen what her last thing was or not, but hopefully not. Hopefully she maybe filmed something and we'll get one last thing. So R.I.P. to Catherine O'Hara.
All right, so that is the end of our movie news, Trailer Park and BUNCHA-CRUNCH. We're going to take a short break and get into our our show review for Wonder Man. And then following that, our review for Send Help.
Sweet. This week we watched Wonder Man, which was an 8-episode series hopefully season 1 from Disney. It was released on January 27th, 2026. So all 8 episodes came out at once. Yep. I watched them 2 at a time. Actually, that's a lie. I watched 2, then I watched 3, then I watched the other 3.
All right.
And then Jay watched it all without me.
I watched 1 and 2 together.
And then watched the rest?
And then I watched the rest the next day.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of... This is getting heavily spoiled. Yeah. Right. So if you have not been spoiled, congratulations. It's still worth the watch.
There's not a lot to spoil.
True. Also true for that. If you're
not watching it, there's not a lot to spoil.
Exactly. So. But there's certain key things I wanted to see before everybody else explained to me. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like an urgency to watch it because of that. So showrunners for this are Destin Daniel Cretton, who is from Shang-Chi. And he will be doing Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yep. He was going to direct the Avengers Kang Dynasty movie before they scrapped all that. But yeah. But they were like, no Avengers, Spider-Man. He was like, yes, please. And then Andrew West, who is not new to Marvel. He's done some other things with Marvel. Those are our showrunners. Cast and characters of Wonder Man include... Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is Simon Williams. We have... Now these... Wikipedia has these in an interesting order. Sir Ben Kingsley is back as Trevor Slattery. We have Exo Mayo, who I forgot was in The Blackening. I think she's the one character that I liked in The Blackening.
Blackening. Oh yes,
she was.
I did. Forgot.
We didn't love that movie, but I did. It wasn't because her character.
Yeah,
her character was cool. So Exo Mayo plays Janelle Jackson, who is Simon's agent. We have. I'm not gonna get this actor's name right, but the dude that the dude that Hawk Girl dropped out of Superman. He is back in this.
Oh, Vanko.
Vanko, is that how you say his name? Von Kovac.
Von Kovac
is his character's name.
Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name very well. I'm gonna butcher it, but shout out to him.
Yep.
He was pretty good. We also have Aaron Moyed as P. Cleary, who plays a Department of Damage Control agent. Mm-hmm. We have Joe Pantoliano as himself, or Joey Pants, as they called him in the show. Brian Bowers plays Delmar Davis Dorman. Do I want to leave it at that? I think we have Demetrius Gross, who plays Eric Williams, who is Simon's brother. Yes. I think I'll leave it at that. Mm-hmm. And then there's other people in this, like some people as themselves and some people as other people. But that's the gist. It's mainly a Simon Trevor bromance, essentially, for the most part.
Yeah.
So 8 episodes, already mentioned that. They're about 30 minutes each, so not very long. You can breeze through this pretty quickly. Scores on Rotten Tomatoes right now, it's a 91 at critics and an 89 at audience. So if that tells you what the general reception about it is, that's pretty much it. It's higher. It's one of the higher ranked Marvel projects, period.
Yeah.
Definitely on the TV show side, also on the movie side. So, Jay, if you can, without spoiling, can you give us the plot of Wonder Man?
Wonder Man is about Simon Williams, who is a regular actor who wants to get the role of a superhero film in a reboot franchise. Well, yes. I guess not a franchise, but just he wants to get the role of a superhero in a reboot from a character from his childhood.
Yes.
But he also has superpowers, and he's trying to keep that under wraps and not interrupt his personal life.
Right. So we have a superpowered human who don't want to be a superhero.
Yeah.
Not interested. No interest at all, period. Yeah. So that is the summary, that's the plot without spoiling. We're going to do our non-spoiler thoughts first. And like Jay said, there's not a lot to spoil, but you also can't spoil it. So we'll do non-spoiler thoughts first. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Sure. The Secret World of Alex Mack.
Okay. That's
this is what this reminds me of.
It's a classic.
The Secret World of Alex Mack used to come on Nickelodeon when we were kids. It was about a girl who had superpowers and her older sister who was the only other person who knew she had superpowers. And they were trying to live a normal life in a town, and she was unaware that the government was looking for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that show.
I loved Alex Mack. And she could turn into liquid, and she could float stuff, and she could shoot electricity.
You know what? That's so nostalgic.
Yeah.
It matches up with the feeling of this show.
So this reminds me of the Secret World of Alex Mack. I thought it was good. It's small scale.
Yes.
I like the acting, especially we're not getting into likes and dislikes, but that's my non-spoiler thoughts of the show.
Okay.
Very similar to the Secret World of Alex Mack.
Okay.
If you are familiar with that is without spoiling it. I think that pretty much sums it up.
The non-spoiler, it's hard. It's hard. We're gonna get into spoilers real quick.
Like when I was watching this, I was like, I remember watching it.
Right.
Secret World of Alex Mack.
So my non-spoiler thoughts, this is probably my favorite MCU show.
Okay.
Maybe it's
over WandaVision?
I'm chewing on it. I'm chewing on it real heavy, but we'll see. But it is up there. It is pretty high. Yaya and Ben Kingsley are the perfect match for this. We already had Ben Kingsley as Trevor, so that was already a lock. But the idea to put him with Yaya together, it's just perfect pairing. It just works out perfectly. This series has all the emotions you could stuff into one of anything. Movie or show. We got sadness, anxiety, happiness, defeat, loss, trust, sacrifice, people being jerks, people being funny, people being not funny, people having things happen to them and they was just innocent the whole time. So the movie has everything. I called this a bromance earlier. I said it might beat out Bucky and Sam. Maybe. Close. They head to head. It's pretty tight.
I don't know. I have to see more. I've
seen
a lot of Bucky and Sam.
I'm about to say we've seen Bucky and Sam way more, right?
Yeah.
And them two birds of a feather flocking together, although they beefing, right?
Enemies to friends,
right? And and now they beefing again, so we kind of, oh my God, what's going on?
Right.
But Trevor and Simon are pretty close. Pacing was good with this show. I didn't feel like there was much filler. I know some people said that a certain episode was a filler, which I think is absolutely insane. But I didn't think there was any filler. 8 episodes felt like the perfect for this. Episode 4, as always, is a turning point with every Marvel show. I feel like they do that junk on purpose at this point. Like, I feel like they purposely make episode 4 like a crazy episode. They do that again here, so shout out to them for that. And I always like shows/movies about making shows/movies. So this was kind of right up my alley.
Yeah.
We did this with Anaconda. Like, Anaconda wasn't great, but I like movies about making movies. Yeah. And this is a show about making a movie. So if you're right along with that. So anything else non-spoiler we can say? I feel like we can dive right into
non-spoilery. This takes place in the larger world of the MCU, but the rest of it doesn't really matter. So
this is a show. This is a
very isolated show. Within the world of the Marvel Universe.
You don't need no homework.
That's all you need to know. They don't really mention a lot of superheroes.
They mention one in particular, but you know who that is just off rip.
Yeah. So I guess the Sokovia Accords just don't matter anymore.
I thought nobody's paying attention to those.
Officially abolish those?
They should.
Okay.
Nobody cares about that.
Every time there's like a superhero story based in the real world post Civil War, I'm always wondering when the Sokovia Accord ramifications will come up. But I think they just kind of
they should have
forgot about that.
They were stupid. Yeah. So this show you do not need homework for.
Yeah.
You know who Trevor is. If you know anything about Marvel, you should at minimum know who Trevor is. He was the Mandarin. Yeah. But he was an actor playing a Mandarin. Yeah. That's all you really need to know about this. And I guess I'll say this non-spoiler thought. It is not a superhero centered show. Mm-hmm. Don't come into this expecting Hawkeye or Echo or WandaVision.
No, this isn't fantastical.
No, this is not about bang bang shoot 'em up action.
Yeah, and this is not about a character who wants to be a hero.
He don't want nothing to do with being a superhero. This is about
a character who has powers, who wants to live a normal life as an actor.
He is actively hiding it. Mm-hmm. Okay, he don't want nobody to know his business. So keep that in mind if you've not seen it yet. Yeah. Keep that in mind in terms of how you approach normal MCU shows and this show. It sets itself apart in that way for sure. Which is kind of a good thing. So, all right. So let's get into our spoiler thoughts. If you don't want to be spoiled from Wonder Man, we about to get into it. In 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to do this different than a movie. We'll do likes, we're probably going to be jumping back and forth, but we'll do likes, dislikes, and then we'll jump into our favorite moments, characters, episodes, and all that jazz. I kind of have, my notes are kind of per episode, but I can just go as we go. Okay. I'm going to let you go first though, with likes, dislikes, general commentary about the show.
So I like the overall plot. He wants to be an actor, and he wants to specifically act as a superhero from a movie and that he saw from his childhood. Yep. And I thought that was interesting. The Wonder Man in the movies is not like the Wonder Man in real life. The Wonder Man in the movies is basically just like so in this world, all of this is new in this world. So in the comics, Wonder Man was created by AIM, which is an organization, as a villain. It's basically like the Vision. Like Ultron created the Vision to destroy the Avengers. They kind of did the same with Wonder Man. Created him to destroy the Avengers, but then he went good. He was an actor.
Right.
But those were his powers. Like Yahya Abdul-Mateen's powers in this are his powers. In in this show, it seems like Wonder Man was like a character, like a Flash Gordon or something.
He's like a... Yeah, he's a character, but he's just not regular.
He's more like Star-Lord in this. Instead of like a superpower person, he's more like Star-Lord who runs around the galaxy defeating aliens.
Yeah, he's like a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He's like a Mandalorian.
and who doesn't have like powers. And this Wonder Man is actually a person who has powers. So I like that. Yeah. It was kind of like two different versions of Wonder Man, but like one of them is like accurate. And one is an inspiration. I thought that was good. I like the fact that this is a character who isn't trying to be a superhero.
It is quite different.
This isn't my favorite. It's good. I liked it. I still come to the MCU for like the fantastical stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if that's what you want, this ain't it.
My favorite sections of the MCU now are the witchy sections, the magical sections of the MCU.
Yep. We in that era.
So I still come for the fantastic, but this was good because it shows this is what you would like to see. And I think this is why they leave it open-ended. We're in spoilers about the origins of his powers.
Yeah.
We don't exactly see, because this is how you would introduce mutants into a universe.
So the Andrew West, I think, did I get his name right? Yes. Andrew West said that they purposely did not tell you how Simon gets his powers. So in the show, he has had them, it sounds like all his life. As a kid, he caused a fire in the kitchen. They took him to the doctor, and the doctor was like, ain't nothing wrong with him. Like, I can't explain it, but nothing's wrong with him. So Andrew West said they purposely didn't say anything, and if that's the path they want to go, then somebody else can pick that up. So it sounds like they leaving it open-ended for a reason.
Yeah. So
he giving mutant no.
They're leaving it open-ended, and then it's kind of what they did with Kamala Khan. They kind of made her a mutant too.
Yeah.
But she was
Namor
a regular person.
is technically supposed to be a mutant.
Yeah. So just technically just a person living in a world. So I like that. Yeah. I like the fact that there are people in the world who just have superpowers. He's a mutant. And we kind of don't exactly know where that's coming from yet.
Right.
That's a thread that we can pull on later. I like the way that they showed his powers. They don't show it often.
No.
It was fun.
No, you get about 5 times, and 3 of the times because he's mad.
I thought they did the comedy really well. Especially the relationship between Simon and Trevor.
Yes.
They have an unlikely friendship. They both just happen to be actors in Hollywood who are trying to make it, and they both happen to be working on the same project. But there's a twist in the fact that it's the project is not staged. Trevor is maneuvering him into the role, right? Which is weird because he kind of wants to be in the role anyway.
I think that was interesting because it's kind of like Trevor was also benefiting, even though he was trying to set Simon up because he's getting played.
Trevor also wanted to be in this,
right? Because Trevor's also still an actor, right?
This is actually the
a
reboot
movie.
of this is a big deal, and I like that. That's kind of like ripped from the headlines.
Yes,
where it's kind of like I'm trying to think of like a director coming back to a franchise. This would be like Ridley Scott coming back to Alien if it was like if the last one he did was like well received.
Okay.
If he only did Alien 1,
right,
and then no other Alien after that,
right,
and then he came back to do Alien.
And Trevor says that. Trevor's like, oh, and we'll get to this. Or I guess we can say it now. Trevor is getting blackmailed basically to lure Simon because the Department of Damage Control wants Simon because they're like, he's dangerous. So Trevor is like, well, we got to lure him with a real role. We can't do nothing fake. And Wonder Man just happens to be going on at the same time. Yeah.
So I thought that was good.
Yeah. So I will say my likes are the writing is extremely, extremely good. For this movie to have little to no action, like Jay said, Wonder Man shows his powers literally a handful of times, and half of those times is because he's upset. And I think it's determined by the end of the show he's able to control it, although there is another episode where I feel like he can't. I don't know how he can control it or not control it, but the half of the time we see him use his powers is because he's mad, like he gets really upset. So, but the writing is good in terms of showing Simon struggling as an actor. Most of the show is about Simon struggling as an actor, and he in his own way. So they do a good job of writing the character. Yaya does a great job of acting out the writing for the character. The back and forth between him and Trevor are great. It is an unlikely pairing, but they hit it off pretty well. Yeah. They become friends, and of course you have that classic like, oh, they're becoming friends, but one of y'all is lying. Right. So we got that whole thread, but I like how they paced it. So we get why Trevor's doing what he's doing pretty quickly, and then we get the reveal and the resolution pretty quickly, like later on. So they didn't like drag things out too long. So I like that. In regards to this being my favorite MCU show, I think that might be because as much as I love WandaVision's still open for me. Like there's still an open thread of WandaVision. Now, Wonder Man ends also on an open thread, but WandaVision is like, because we got Agatha after that, and now we got to wait for Vision Quest, and now we got to see what's gonna happen with Doomsday and Secret Wars.
I have thoughts about that.
Okay, but Wonder Man, the way Wonder Man ends, they could definitely have, like, they want to do another season. That's not confirmed. And Destiny said that like they have ideas already of like where these characters can show up next and what they could do for a season 2. And what they don't want to do is turn it into like a typical superhero thing. I'm like, oh, that's cool, because y'all kind of already know y'all want to keep the same vein of the first show.
Right.
That's fine. And how they end, I mean, they could not have a season 2. That would suck.
Right.
But at least it's all contained. WandaVision, I'm still waiting for my like epic conclusion. That's why I feel like, and I just feel like the writing on this, I feel like it's better than WandaVision, personally. It's just, I don't know.
Okay.
Something about how they were able to capture the essence of a struggling actor, a person who is superpowered but don't want to be a superhero, 2 people becoming friends and one of them being, you know, betraying them. And then we had all under the guise of like the Department of Damage Control kind of wrecking everything. I thought all that was just very well put together. And then you got like the family dynamic of like trying to prove stuff to your family, the crappy brother, and then episode 4 just drops out in the middle of nowhere, which is like great. So I think it's because of that is why I would say it's my favorite.
I think that I feel like with WandaVision and this, they have very similar endings though, which we'll get into, where they have 2 endings. They have an ending to the story in the show, and then they have kind of like an added ending because they want to continue. They want to leave it open. And
that's
it's kind
fair.
of like both of them. I had the same feeling about both of them. I was kind of like, well, this gets me interested in what you're going to do next.
But how long I gotta wait?
This makes me think about like the rest of this, what I just watched a little bit. So
fair enough.
The choices made.
Fair enough. I mean, what else do I didn't really have any dislikes. To be honest, I guess my biggest dislike is we don't know when we about to see these people again. Yeah. Because Marvel don't.
Or if.
When I feel like because this show is getting such positive reception, I mean, like I've seen 1% negative about this show. 99% has been positive. I think because of that, Marvel's gonna be like, yeah, it would be silly for us not to continue this, especially when you have the showrunner saying like, oh, we have ideas, like we've already thought about it. It's not just like, oh, we don't know, we didn't think about it. I think it will continue. It's just a matter of like, it's like with Ironheart, like where, when, why, where y'all just gonna leave us hanging. You don't ever know. So that's it's not even a dislike on the show. It's just a dislike of how Marvel Studio operates. Generally. So do you have any dislikes?
No dislikes.
Okay, so let's get into our favorite moments, characters, episodes. You want to go first?
Favorite moments?
Yes.
So I liked the Doorman episode.
Doorman episode was, I mean, one of the best Marvel episodes.
Yeah, it was good, and I liked what it set up for like the rest of the world.
Okay.
Like I like things that have like the Sokovia Accords.
Yes.
So now I'm wondering if this is gonna show up later.
So let's explain. Episode 4 is called Doorman. Now at the beginning, before the show came out, there was an advertisement saying that Marvel in the MCU, there's a doorman policy. Superpower individuals cannot be actors. You know, we don't know why, and everybody's like, oh, why? So we get a whole episode. It don't have Simon Trevor in it. It's taking place sometime before the events of the show are going on. There's a character who's a doorman at a club, and he touches some black goo. Now you know better than touch black goo, and it's from a corporation that has shown up in Marvel. Roxxon, am I saying that right?
Roxxon.
Roxxon, which is, they've dropped Roxxon in different other Marvel properties, and I guess they just kind of come up like they Wayland Yutani.
It's Roxxon is it's Exxon Mobil.
Okay, there we go. It's the Exxon Mobil, and they just show up in the background, just dropping their trash and they nuclear waste all over the place. And people touching it and getting impacted. So he ends up getting superpowers where people can go through him. Yeah. It's like he's almost like not the Invisible Man, but kind of like he's a portal, basically.
Yeah,
he's
he turns himself into a portal.
He's a walking portal. And he's a regular guy living a regular life, liking his job. He gets these powers, and then of course the powers end up taking over his life. He ends up being a movie star, working with Josh Gad. They're working on this new movie set. Josh, the gag is people go through him to escape or whatever. Well, Josh Gad does the stunt to escape through the doorman, and he don't come out the other side. And they don't know where Josh Gad is. So now there's like a running joke of where's Josh Gad, because he don't come back through Doorman. They send Doorman to the prison, the DODC prison, to experiment on him, which I thought was sad. I was like, oh my God, what are they doing with him? Yeah. And that's it. And now they say no, they don't want this to happen again. So now you are not allowed to. Well, you can, but there's got to be like a lot of insurance for the movie. So movie studios are not hiring. And this impacts Simon, of course, because he is super powered. Now people don't know that. He's trying to hide it. But I thought the end of the episode was super sad because we are watching the news as the doorman policy is getting announced, and Simon just leaves whatever set he on because he's like, I'm done for it. Like, I can't do it. So
I like this episode because what it set for universe also made me think about other things. So the doorman clause is probably stateside only.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the only other actor in the MCU who's secretly is Kingo, who's Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, you're right.
Who is a
I didn't even
famous
think about
Bollywood
him.
actor who has been living his entire life undercover.
Right, because he's playing different people.
So I was like, I wonder like what this will have for the greater Marvel world now that now that it's known that people have powers and that some of them can be actors. Kingo didn't have that problem. Nobody knew that there were superpower actors back then
because he's so freaking old.
But then it also made me want a show was just him because he's an eternal. He's been alive forever, and he's been an actor in movies across lifetimes.
Yes,
it made me interested to see like if they could do a show of like him being a movie star,
different
all
eras,
of these decades, and then like hijinks that he got into.
Let's
over
do a
time.
special presentation on that. That would be a good one.
Because he's the only other person. I'm like, he's the only other actor in the MCU,
and he's still he's still in. His character is still acting.
The rest of them don't have like non-superhero jobs,
right?
And are known,
right?
So
I didn't even think about. Yeah, you're right.
So that's interesting.
I like that.
It also made me think of the ending and where they could go next.
Yeah, so and we can talk about the ending. So the very end, what happens is we get the reveal that Trevor is been spying on Simon. Simon is obviously not very happy about it. He gets upset. He damages one of the sets, but he does it like in secret. Like nobody knows. Nobody saw him. But Simon's like, I'm done for. Like I can't. He gets the role. We skipped that part a little bit. He does get the role of Wonder Man. Trevor does get the role as like, I guess, the Wonder Man sidekick or whatever. They live in a high life. Everything going pretty good. Trevor reveals that, yep, I've been spying on you or whatever. Simon gets upset, damages the set, and he's like, I'm done. So Trevor takes the fall, sacrifice, and he does something I did not see coming.
I loved it. I screamed.
He turns back into the Mandarin.
That was great. I loved the Mandarin.
Because Trevor's calling Simon. Simon has a really good scene where he calls his mom. Mm-hmm. His mom instantly knows something's wrong. She's like, you call, what you doing? He's like, oh, mom said. She's like, are you all right? He's like, oh, I'm fine. And Simon like breaking down because he's like, I'm done. I failed again. Trevor calls him up like, I'm going to fix it. And Simon's like, I don't know how you're going to do that, Trevor. It's over. He's like, don't worry about it. Good luck. Nice seeing you, whatever. And I was like, what is Trevor about to do? He freaking turns back into the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Full-fledged terrorist video. I mean, he got the voice, the clothes, the hair slicked back, edge control popping. So he takes the fall for the explosion at the movie set. The DODC, like, we know, whatever. Yeah. Like, we know you are Trevor. You're not the Mandarin. He's like, whatever, I'm getting out again. Whatever.
Trevor was the actor. I'll always be the Mandarin.
And it's like, we know you lying. But the DODC has told us that they got a half full prison and they need to put people in it. So that's basically why they after Simon.
That'll go down as one of my favorite liner scenes is him resurrecting the Mandarin character and getting right back into like, I love the Mandarin. Like my favorite parts of Iron Man 3 are the Mandarin videos. I didn't realize
so many people hated that twist that he was like.
Well, because the Mandarin in the comics was an actual real life villain.
I mean, we got the Mandarin later.
Who was the possessor of the 10 rings. Right, he was a big bad. But they made him like a joke in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I didn't care about that because he was like small. He was like not a big, huge deal.
Right.
I always liked the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 because of he was like spooky.
Yeah.
He was like
he got a style.
He puts on a very good spooky act. He had the ransom videos and the hostages, and we lived through early 2000.
Right, so we knew
this was familiar. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, this is spooky. This is like real life spooky.
Yeah.
So when I always liked him he has like his voice and like
it's a totally different
like a very
voice.
Thanos-like presence.
Yeah.
Like if Thanos was to send you a ransom video, it would be like the
be
Mandarin.
Like that. It's crazy because Ben Kingsley, Trevor. Trevor's like this innocent. He's got his accent. He's a very like, quirky guy. And then he turns into the Mandarin. And you're like, what
He's a very good actor.
He's a very good actor.
I've always liked the Mandarin presence in the MCU.
Right.
And when he resurrected the character for that video, I was like, it's the Mandarin.
I mean,
again.
he got it cut.
He did the monologue.
He got the hair.
Editing.
He got the rings. I mean, he's back. He's back as the Mandarin.
Yeah.
So he gets put in jail, obviously, as Trevor, because the DLC, like, sir, stop it. They're still trying to get Simon, but they don't have no evidence or whatever. Right. Simon ends up making Wonder Man. He's a success. He's basically a star overnight. Everything he's ever wanted, Simon has. But obviously, the only friend he's ever had, Trevor, is stuck in jail. Mm-hmm. He has to have been there for a minute because they finished the whole movie. The movie comes out. We see the premiere, and Trevor's like locked up. Mm-hmm. So the last episode,
and by the Yaya is known.
And
Simon is known as an actor.
Yeah, Simon's known all across the world now as Wonder Man. He getting gigs and everything, so he's good now. Like everything Simon's ever wanted for his career, it's good, and he's not been outed having superpowers. Mm-hmm. But all ain't right in his soul because his BFF is rotting in jail,
right?
Sacrificing, having done the sacrifice. So he ends up befriending some guy who ends up being a guard under the guise of doing a movie role, which I thought was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And he busts Trevor out of jail. Yep. The whole scene, the last 2 minutes of the whole season actually are pretty good because he shows up, they're doing a little back and forth, and he's just like, I could let you right here, man. And Trevor's like, but that was the point. He's like, let's go. So Simon uses his powers and basically busts them out of jail, busts Trevor out of jail, and they fly off. Yeah. So we can see he can fly, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah. The question is, though, where are they going?
So... what now?
What are they doing? Like, DC obviously knows it's Simon, but can they prove it? Like, they don't have no proof that Simon showed up. They just know
the security guard.
The security guard that Simon put money in his bank account that's gonna quit.
Oh, well, I guess that's true.
Security guard ain't saying nothing.
I mean, there's that footage.
Simon jacked up the cameras.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So they don't technically have any proof that it was Simon, but they know it's him. Trevor's out of jail again. Like he said, when he got locked up as the Mandarin, he was like, I'll be out again. Right. It was like, how, sir? Obviously, he's got a way of getting out of jail. I like the ending because they didn't leave Simon to rot. I mean, they didn't leave Trevor to rot in jail. And I like that Simon actually got his dream. Now, what's about to happen after this?
Yeah, because I
don't know.
That's what I meant when I was like, the ending of this and WandaVision are similar because they have two endings and the second ending doesn't quite match the rest of it.
Yeah, like, so what do we do now?
When Wanda had the dark hold at the end, it was like,
what are you doing with that, ma'am?
But I thought she learned her lesson.
She did not.
At the end of this, it was like, but his dream.
Right.
so what does he do?
I'm curious because they said they got ideas. So I feel like they flushed it out, but I don't know.
Because he doesn't want to be a superhero.
He doesn't.
So it'd be weird if he comes back as a superhero. It's like, because you're not this person and you're a fully formed adult at this point.
The way that Destin and Andrew talked about it, they said they do not want a second season or for these characters to show up in like the typical superhero environment. So it sounds like they want to keep Simon, essentially. How? I don't know how. Right. I don't know how. I feel like they're going to go the angle of they don't know it's Simon. Like how it's like somebody saying that Tom Cruise is a superhero. Okay, we might believe that. That's like somebody saying Harrison Ford got superpowers. You'd be like,
but
yeah,
in
right.
this world,
that's possible.
You could develop the type of paranoia and hysteria.
You could
with Doorman because Doorman kind of like opened that gateway.
Right. They could go international. Now, wherever Trevor was, he was fine. Now, why his butt decided to come back home?
I mean,
who knows?
We're confused I'm a little confused as far as Trevor's fugitive status. Is he an international fugitive? Because, I mean, in Shang-Chi, he was hidden.
And well, Shang-Chi, they kidnapped him because they was mad he was disguised. He was playing the Mandarin.
So he hasn't been free until he got back to the States.
Exactly.
And the Mandarin was an international terrorist. So is he wanted all over the world or just by the DDoC?
It doesn't seem, because he was chilling in Talo. So I don't know.
I mean, but Tylo isn't like...
I know, regular.
Yeah, I don't think there's extradition there.
Right, no. So, that's where he should have stayed at.
I was confused by this ending. I liked the ending because I didn't want Trevor to stay in prison.
Right.
And I wanted them to get out together. But I was just confused as far as where this is going to go. Because it doesn't seem like Simon wants this life.
He doesn't want a superhero. Yeah. No. And it's kind of like a sacrifice play for both of them. Trevor sacrificed his life basically to sit in jail for Simon. Simon sacrificed his being anonymous to go get Trevor.
And now Trevor can't be Trevor can't go back to being an actor
because he's the Mandarin.
Because he took the fall as the Mandarin again.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna play out.
I'm interested.
I am very curious to how this plays out. But I do like how they stuck the landing. I feel like now it does set up some questions, but I do feel like they stuck the landing.
Yeah.
Other things I will point out. Who's paying for the damages to Simon's apartment? Simon keeps having outbursts, and I'm like, sorry, you are leaving damages everywhere you go.
I mean, they don't know until he moves out and asks for his his deposit back.
So Simon's powers show up when he gets really, really upset, and fortunately, yes, he breaks up with his girlfriend. So that kind of sets him off as he's trying to work through
she
that.
Leaves him.
Yeah, she packing up as he's showing up. So he's working through that while he's trying to do like a self-tape. It's causing him to kind of explode. His brother treats him like trash, which I didn't like his brother. Now, I thought his brother was supposed to be the Grim Reaper, but that doesn't show up at all.
No, because they're not super. This isn't fantastic.
Yeah, his brother, it doesn't show any powers. I don't know if that shows up later. But anyway, the actor who plays his brother is great because he did really good at antagonizing Simon. So his family is very much, family. You're you're a struggling actor. Your family's waiting for you to get a real job. That situation. Although I loved his mom. His mom was still kind of like, wanted her son to be good and do acting. Episode 6 was really good. So episode 5 is where they got the call back where they were at the director's house. So that set up the callback where Simon and Trevor get to go they basically have a competition. It's basically like a competition between a bunch of different actors reading lines in front of the director for the movie to see who he's going to pick. And Simon is screwing it up. He's causing himself anxiety about having shoes on and off. So he's like, well, what about the shoes? Do people have shoes in there? And Trevor's like, dude, chill out. He does that. I love the scene where Simon gets the chance to do his dialogue and the director was like, so we just got a scene from Pretty Woman. And I was like, ugh, that was pretty terrible. And then Simon has a dream where he busts somebody's face in. That was pretty interesting. I thought that was good. And then at the end, he turns it around. But the whole episode was good because you see Simon struggle. Finally turn it around when him and Trevor have a conversation. And then we find out he actually gets to sew the role. So that was also good. Did you have any other favorite moment, characters, episodes?
No.
Oh, was there a picture of Dr. Manhattan on the board? Did you see that?
It could have been.
Okay, like when Kovac or what's his name? What's the director's name? It don't matter. When the director is showing all his storyboarding and whatnot, some of the stuff like there's Thor, who I saw that, and then there's something from like the quote unquote Wonder Man movie. I was like, is that Dr. Manhattan who plays who Yaya played in a Watchmen? I was like, is this supposed to be a callback? There's a lot of Easter eggs in this, which I thought was fun. And I guess we kind of already talked about the ending. I pretty much just told you the whole ending already. But it sets up basically Trevor goes to jail. Simon busts him out he's not as Wonder Man, but Simon busts him out. They fly off into the air and it doesn't really show like where they go. And then we see the damage control department show up. And they obviously know who it is, but we don't know if the rest of the world know whose it is. So I like the ending. I was very pleased by it. And any random notes?
They should have had Kingo Easter eggs.
Okay, fair enough.
Somebody who's
his poster was in the back of something.
Was it one movie poster?
One when they went to go see when they were coming out of I think the Midnight Cowboy showing, somebody spotted a Kingo poster in the back.
They need to do more Eternal stuff. They've been around forever.
That's fair.
So especially him. Because he has so many movies, I thought there would be like more drops, like they would like when they would talk about like Von Kovac films, or they would talk about historical films, or like when they were at Von Kovac's house and they were talking about their favorite roles. I thought somebody would drop something like from a movie he had been in. Yeah, I mean he's been in.
There's a lot of Easter eggs, but somebody did spot a poster. Of him in the back. So they dropped one. Yeah. They dropped one. Random notes I will call out. I loved his agent. So Janelle, his agent, she meant the best for him, but she was funny. She was like, stop bothering me. You doing it. Because Simon actually impersonates her assistant to get the audition for Wonder Man. And she was like, now why am I getting a phone call about this? Because Simon went behind her back. She was pretty good. Shout out to Cleveland. Cleveland got a shout out in this. We're in Columbus, but Ohio, whatever. It works. I thought in episode 4 the doorman was going to rob a bank. And I thought he was gonna rob a bank and get caught, and that's how the doorman policy. But no, Josh Gad disappeared into him, so I wasn't really seeing that one coming. And now I have a new quote. So some of my favorite quotes that are not good are "Let the hate flow through you."
Yes.
You should have killed me when you had the chance. And now I have let your misery drive the bus. So that is what the director tells Simon after Trevor gets arrested, or it's revealed that he's the Mandarin, which we know he's not. Simon gets a call back because he's like, hey, we still got to shoot this movie. Like, where you at? So he gets back and we get to see him in his suit and all that. And the director's just like, you were made for this role. We picked the right person. Like, you going to go out here and you going to do great. Let your misery drive the bus. And I was like, Jesus. Yeah. I guess that's one way to have somebody channel their energy. So, and Dula Peep is canon in the MCU. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's a lot of stuff that's canon.
The
Matrix.
It's very Hollywood.
Megan was mentioned. So yeah, I did like all the Easter eggs and all the.
They did mention Captain America.
Sam got mentioned.
They didn't mention. I think they were talking about Sam.
She didn't say
black. Specifically, but black. She said, but
it was a black Haitian family.
I think it was Sam because he said he's just a regular dude who throws a shield.
Exactly.
Like, okay, well, Steve was a regular.
He was not regular. Okay. So when they have the scene with his family, that was good. I don't know, his cousin, some family members are talking about, have you met any superheroes or whatever, in Hollywood or whatnot? And he's like, no, I haven't. She's like, ooh, that Captain America got the whole package. And he was like, he's just a regular dude in a shield. Yeah. And he's like, they're like, oh, that's how you feel? Yeah. That was funny. And then they talk Creole, I think, behind, like, in front of him, about him. And he's like, y'all know I know what y'all saying. They were like, oh, sorry, excuse me. His brother was a hot mess, but the family scenes were actually pretty cool. So that is all of our thoughts about Wonder Man. Let's go ahead and do our ratings. Out of 5, Nicole Kibbins, what are you giving it?
I would give this 5.
I'm also giving it 5.
Yeah.
Go see it. If you are on any social media and you search Wonder Man, you're going to see a bunch of praise about it. I think this is one of Marvel's best shows, and they need to not squander it by not giving us more. So check it out. All episodes are on Disney Plus right now. And when we get announcements for season 2, I'm going to jump in the air and let y'all know.
All right. So that is our review of Wonder Man. Check it out. Let us know how you felt about it. And we're going to take another short break and get into our review for Send Help.
Sweet. This week, we also watched Send Help. So you get a double feature this week. It was released January 30th. It's been a long day. 2026. Director is Sam Raimi. If you are not familiar with his work, you are. Evil Dead. Several Evil Deads. Yeah. A Simple Plan. Have you ever seen A Simple Plan?
No.
With Billy Bob Thornton, Bill Paxton, and Bridget Fonda?
No.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Movie. It's basically, it's kind of similar to, I can't think of what it's similar to. Basically, two brothers happen up on a plane crash.
Okay.
They find millions of dollars stashed, like in bundles or whatever.
Okay.
And they have a plan to keep the money because the dude who was flying the plane, like dies or whatever.
Okay.
But people come looking for it. And as they try to keep it, just things keep happening. And I'm going to spoil it for you, unless you want to watch it.
No.
Okay. So what happens is, and they're not very smart. Like, Billy Bob Thornton plays, like, he ain't the smartest tool in the shed.
Okay.
And Bill Paxton's just like a regular working man. And Bridget Fonda, his wife.
Okay.
So she's trying to keep Bill Paxton to keep the money. And people keep, like, cops trying to find it, FBI trying to find it. And people end up getting killed because what happens is there's like a third person. Somebody accidentally kills somebody else in like a scuffle. Then they got to cover that up. And then somebody else get killed and they got to cover that up.
Okay.
And then Bill Paxton ends up having to kill Billy Bob Thornton, who's his brother, to take the fall because they messed up something else. And he's just kind of like, you're going to have to kill me to, keep this money. They come to find out the FBI has marked the bills. So after all that killing and people dying and all them shenanigans, Bridget Fonda and Bill Paxton can't even spend the money because it's marked. So as soon as they can't tell what part of it's marked, and as soon as they try to go spend the money, they're gonna get found.
Gosh.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's Sam Raimi. I mean, it's not a horror movie. It ain't even I don't remember having like no crazy gore or nothing. It's probably the most different movie that he maybe has ever done. I ain't seen all this stuff, but simple plan. Very good movie, by the way. And he did the Spider-Man trilogy, which we all know and love. Most of love. One of those was kind of off. And then Doctor Strange 2, which we liked, and I will defend to the end of my days.
Okay.
Multiverse of Madness, by the way. So casting characters in Send Help include Rachel McAdams plays Linda Little. Dylan O'Brien plays Bradley Preston. That's it. We don't need to go no further than that. There are other people in this movie. Don't matter. Nope. Runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes. Budget of $40 million. So pretty good.
Interesting.
Pretty good. I would say this is right sized.
Yes.
Budget wise. Box office opening day, it has 7.2 million. It's projected to do 18 million. This is all domestic over the weekend, which is not too bad. I mean, they kept the budget low. So I think they'll be fine. Okay. It might get beat out number 1 by Iron Lung. Remember that movie? I was like, what is this?
Oh, that YouTube content creator film.
So it might. We'll see. Who knows? I feel like this is going to have better legs.
YouTubers have a lot of followers.
Right. So y'all need, original movie.
They speak directly to their followers.
Original movie, film, so. Sam Raimi. Y'all need to go and support. That's all I got to say about that. Cinema score is a B+, which is pretty good, I would say, for a movie like this. Critics have it at a 94 and audience have it at 89. Almost the same as what Wonder Man has, actually, oddly enough. So people like it. People like this one. All right, Jay, hit us with the plot.
Plot of Send Help is Rachel McAdams plays an underappreciated employee at Dylan O'Brien's company. While on a plane ride to Thailand, they crash and get stranded on a deserted island. And Rachel McAdams happens to be a survivalist.
Just happens to be.
And is taking care of Dylan O'Brien until they are rescued. And hijinks and shenanigans ensue.
Lots of hijinks. Lots of nasty shenanigans. Yeah. All right, let's get into our non-spoiler thoughts. You want to go first? You want me to go first? Okay. It was different.
Yeah.
I've not seen a lot of... I don't watch horror.
You don't watch any of the Sam Raimi horror films.
No. So I've only seen his superhero work and A Simple Plan. Yeah. That Simple Plan was pretty... Listen, I know I just spoiled it, but y'all need to watch that movie. I can't quite describe how good it is. But anyway... So for me, this was different. It wasn't that he did add some horror elements. Like if I had never seen a Sam Raimi movie, it's like, oh, he's normally a horror director. I'd be like, yeah, I can tell. But the acting was good. I think Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien did a very good job back and forth. Dylan O'Brien should be in more things. I thought he played a very good, terrible person. Okay. I don't know how else you say that. He did good at just being real nasty and vile and just mean spirited. Yeah. Rachel McAdams did a very good job of like showing it, her feelings were being hurt. But her character also did a good job of playing a character like that you personally would be like, girl, can you back away from me? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So her character is interesting because she's that weird, strange coworker, but like she don't deserve to be treated like that, right? Right. So Rachel McAdams did a good job. This movie does a funny thing where like they try to make Rachel McAdams look ugly. Or like, plain glasses, plain Jane, or her clothes were all like old and tattered, and she had like a long sleeve shirt underneath a short sleeve sweater. Like
hot people can't dress,
right? And then when she gets to the island, like she gets some water in her hair, she wearing her underwear as her swimsuit. And I'm like, okay, like
so she never bathed. Well, I was confused.
I'm assuming she always bathed in her clothes.
I was confused by the spring water sequence. I was like, so did she not bathe at home? Why does she?
Right? Why she
don't look clean on this island?
Right. She looked real crisp and fresh.
I don't get it.
Well, she was in her element, maybe.
I guess.
I don't know. But hot looking Rachel Adams shows up on the island, deserted island. Funny enough. So I thought that I was like, I see what this movie is trying to do. I will say we were able to guess what was going on a little too early.
Oh yeah,
they should have pushed that back. So the writing was good, but how they placed a certain twist of the movie, it was just too easy to call. So we were just kind of waiting for that to get like revealed. Yeah. So that kind of took away a little bit. I'm not sure if I agree with the ending.
Me either.
Necessarily. Gross. Yes. Those are my non-spoiler thoughts.
Yeah, I thought the movie was fun. I expected this from Sam Raimi, even though I haven't seen a Sam Raimi horror film in quite some time. Okay. But I mean, he made The Evil Dead. A lot of Sam Raimi movies are kind of like, a lot of Sam Raimi movies are like cartoons a little bit.
Interesting.
They get very cartoonish at a certain point. Typically during the third act of a Sam Raimi film, it turns into like a cartoon. Where it's like
a gory cartoon.
The gore, it's like the gore is like Looney Tunes level. Like ridiculous.
Yeah,
and the characters are being like Looney Tunes level actors.
Okay.
They always do that in like a Sam Raimi movie.
I could feel that.
If you see any of the evil Bruce Campbell, boom, there you go.
Okay.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
That's just most of his filmography.
Interesting.
During most of his films, he like turns into like a campy, goofy kind of like character.
Which is interesting considering he's done 3 Spider-Man movies.
And he's responsible for Evil Peter. So that's Sam Raimi.
That was goofy.
He makes choices.
That was cartoony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he makes choices.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got it.
So, I mean, he's got a style.
Yeah.
So I expected this from this.
Okay.
The gore, I expected because Evil Dead was gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It's bad. Evil Dead is bad. And it's like bad practical effects. And they did a good job with, practical blood, but a lot of the effects in this were all CGI. Like the boar was CGI, the landscape and most of the island looked CGI if it wasn't. It looked like fake backgrounds.
Yeah. I mean, that budget low, so I'm giving props to
But they
that.
did a good job in making like the sequences that were supposed to be gross. Yeah. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien did a good job. They had good chemistry as like a boss and an employee.
Tumultuous relationship.
Like, yeah, he does a good job at playing like a boss of a CEO who kind of inherited a company that he really didn't deserve. And she plays like a company loyalist. I like their interactions between the two. I like the setting of the deserted island. I thought it would be, I expected something spooky on the island.
I didn't.
But there wasn't anything spooky on the island. There was a twist, which I will piggyback off what you said. I want to say boom, 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 boom. Bullet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bullet 5 is when I discovered the twist.
That feels appropriate.
Because
it take a while because we don't get to the island until maybe like 20 minutes into the movie. So not too long after we get to the island and we're like, oh, I know what's happening here.
And maybe because we travel. We've been on islands. So
I feel like they could have held off just a little longer. I was kind of
like, I can see where this is going.
Yeah, just a little longer. Just a little bit.
I can see where this is
going. Just a little bit.
That's all I'll leave for a non-spoiler.
Okay. So that is our non-spoiler thoughts. If you don't want to be spoiled by Sin Help, please pause and come back to this episode later. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe when you do. We're going to get into spoilers in 3, and 2, and 1.
Last non-spoiler. I did not like the ending.
Oh, you did? You just flat out didn't.
I didn't like the ending, the choice of how they chose to end it.
I think we agree on that part.
Yeah.
I think we agree. So we're going to do our characters first. And it's only 2, so we'll probably zoom through this part very quick because I kind of already did mine. Rachel McAdams plays Linda Little. She is our loyalist employee who is treated like trash. Rachel McAdams does a great job of depicting the character who's treated like crap.
Yeah.
But she's also a little weird. Right?
Yeah.
She eats her tuna sandwich at her desk. So
she ain't without her faults.
Everybody can smell it. She's inserts herself in the conversations that she's not invited to. But it's a back and forth because people also treat her kind of like, even if I don't like somebody, like unless they do something egregious to me, I'm gonna still be kind.
She didn't deserve to be mistreated.
Yeah, you can still be kind to people. So people were being unkind to her, but she was also kind of like
she had unacceptable character flaws.
Strange. She wasn't no perfect person.
Like no.
Right. Like
tuna in a first.
No, yeah, and she like put it in her desk at one point, her drawers. Like, girl, that's nasty.
People in real life refuse to be mindful about the food stench when they choose to eat lunch at their desk.
Right,
and she's one of those.
We actually have a rule at work that you can eat at your desk, but if it's seafood or fish, no.
Yeah, like a lot of workplaces have their rules. So there's a sequence where she stuffs a tuna sandwich in a drawer, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah, we can see why.
I can see why people are rude to you.
And she like don't have like no napkins or nothing, so she like uses her hands to wipe her mouth off.
It triggered my workplace fight or flight when she put that tuna sandwich in her drawer. Yeah.
So the CEO, the new Dylan O'Brien, comes in, and that's his first interaction with her is with tuna on her mouth. So he instantly like, ugh. Mm-hmm. But he's also a terrible person in general, so it just adds fuel to his fire. Mm-hmm. But she also does a good job of flipping the script of when they get to the island, and it don't take long for her to be like, hey yo, like you can't continue to treat me like trash. We are not at work. Like,
she's not stupid.
She's
just
stupid.
Underappreciated.
Right. And she a little weird.
She's extremely smart though.
Yeah, she know her numbers, she know her job, like, you know, she
or naive. Like,
yeah, she knows when she being played.
It was a surprise but I think she knew it was coming. It was a surprise when she got passed up to her. It was a surprise when she got passed up for the promotion, but she didn't seem, she knew who she was dealing with.
Right. And she's emotional about it as she should be, but it's not like, she's not dumb.
No, she's not
Her
dumb.
character's not dumb. Even when we get to the island, she's not dumb. I like how they set up that she is a survivalist just by showing, not telling.
Yeah.
Great example of not having to explain to the audience. No. Like the rip.
They just show the bookshelf.
They show her bookshelf where she's got all these different survival books and how to do knots. And we see pictures of her outdoors. So we pick up pretty quick that when she gets to this island, she going to be all right.
They did the same. I just recently rewatched Wake Up Dead Man. And they did the same thing with Glenn Close, but if you don't notice in the beginning, they show her bookshelf and she has all her murder mystery books on it. If you don't pick up on it in the beginning.
See? That's why you pay attention when you watch a movie.
Yeah.
So I like how they set her character up without having to explain to us in every little detail what we were going to get later. Yeah. So Rachel McAdams did very good at playing almost two different characters in one movie. So yeah, she did good. You have anything for Rachel?
I thought she did a very good job at playing like somebody who goes crazy.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe three different characters.
Yeah. Because she doesn't start off crazy. She just has issues.
Weird.
But she goes nuts on the island at some point.
She does lose her marbles.
The transition was not surprising.
No. You can see it coming.
I'm surprised it didn't come earlier.
Because you can tell by her dialogue, you like, something ain't. You about to go off the cliff here, ain't you?
Yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she did good with that.
But yeah, I think they did a good job with her character.
Okay.
Making her like this person at a company that's not appreciated by like, and she's surrounded. It seems like in a lot of scenes, she's like the oldest person within the group. A lot of the people working in the cubes around her are executives, all seem to be younger than her.
Agree.
So they did a good job of showing her as somebody who'd been there for a while, been underappreciated, but she had her own issues.
She did. She was not perfect.
She was not perfect.
She was definitely a little to the left.
Yeah.
On terms of like.
So, and that made me feel better about my feelings towards her towards the end of the movie.
She do some unforgivable things.
Yes.
For sure. She's not cotton candy.
Yeah.
All right, and let's next get to our other main character, who is Dylan O'Brien, who plays Bradley Preston. Bradley is trash.
Yeah.
He's not a good person from the second you meet him.
Mm-hmm.
He has no redeeming qualities. Anytime you think he's going to do something good, he don't.
Yeah.
There is one particular scene where I kind of felt sorry for him because something was about to happen to him, but it ended up being kind of like a fake out, which I was like, oh, that's good, because he don't deserve that.
Right.
But he did deserve, which is funny because I do think he deserved the ending. So I'm conflicted there.
Yeah.
Like, don't torture somebody, just knock him out. Just get rid of him, throw him off the cliff, whatever. Right. So, but Dylan O'Brien paid a good job of just being his character don't let up being trash.
Yeah.
And he's pretty consistent. So I give him that. He was good.
Yeah. It's felt a bit like Misery on an Island.
Yeah, a little bit.
He did a good job at his portray. I mean, they did a good job at making his character somebody that you really despise and don't think should make it off the island.
Right.
I did find him unrealistically cocky. Like, the writing was a little weird in that. Like,
okay, fair enough.
In no real world
will you be this bad.
Would you still think that you and your employer are stranded on an island and they work for you?
Yeah, you're right.
No human person would think that.
You're right.
My immediate thought was, I'm on an island, I'm gonna die here.
We need to work together.
I'm the boss, and
you do what I say.
You still have to work for me when we get how?
Yeah, he like fires her, and she's like, really? Yeah. Oh no! And they're like, dude, what? Nobody care.
Did y'all not have anything else for him to say?
You might not make it off of here. Right. Like, what are we doing? You're right.
You're handicapped.
Right. The writing was a little too extra.
I didn't understand how he was so stuck on thinking that he was getting off that island that he was in some type of control. But
he was like, how long you think we're gonna be here? And I'm like, how is she supposed to know?
But then I did put a bullet. I was like, or maybe I've never met someone truly that stupid and entitled to where even in a life or death, an end of the life situation, they still think that they're
I've not
come
been
out on top.
Stranded on the islands, and I don't ever want to be. So you're right. We would never experience that.
So maybe I just haven't experienced this type of person, but it didn't seem real.
It was a little extra. They hammed it up a little too much with that.
But other than that, I mean, it was kind of like Misery. He's just kind of like, for most of the film, he's kind of like, he does a good job, but for most of the film, he's kind of like the victim. And you're kind of like waiting to see like how he's going to navigate around Rachel McAdams. Eventually he gets well.
He's a terrible James Caan.
Yes. Eventually he gets well.
Right.
And then you're kind of just wondering like,
How's it gonna play
Which
out?
one of them is gonna make it?
Yeah.
Or should it be either?
Exactly.
Yeah.
One is A or B or neither.
And I like that he never really redeemed himself.
Never. Nope. Whole movie trash.
Nope.
Start to finish.
Because why would you?
For what?
At this point in life. Yeah.
Even if you get off, it's like both of y'all might not make it. Even if both of y'all do, y'all not working together.
And you're not going to become a better person after this experience. You're just going to go worse.
It didn't seem like it.
I got the sense that if he got off this island, he'd be worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'd
be even more.
He portrayed that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. So, any other characters you want to mention?
The boar was fun.
The boar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The boar sequence was fun.
Okay. Sure.
And I had one note. Zuri was there?
The fiance.
Poor black girl.
Yeah, she had no business. No, she should have just left that man.
Yeah. But I mean, look who she picked. And she seemed like she really liked him. Like, not in like a monetary sense. It seemed like she was
genuine.
Really interested in his well-being. I'm like, girl, you're dumb. Like, what?
He don't deserve you, girl.
And
unfortunately, she didn't get what she deserved.
Natural selection.
She deserved it better, actually. All right, so let's get into our likes and dislikes. I can go first. You already mentioned this. I like the back and forth between the two. So they don't get to the island and they BFFs.
Right.
Now, Bradley tries to fake it like he's going to be BFFs. And Linda tries to not fake it, but she tries to lighten the mood. But he want to get out. She want to stay. And the dynamic ain't working too well. So they constantly going at each other, but then turning around and working together, and then going at it and then working. So that was the back and forth of that was written well because I didn't really get tired of it. So that was good. But I didn't like the fact that she kept giving him chances though. Like there was a certain point in the movie where I've been like, girl, let that man go. Whatever. You don't need to save him. You don't need to give him food or water. Just let him go because he's obviously out to do whatever he's going to do.
I think she gave him chances, but I don't think she ever believed him.
Okay.
I think that was kind of laid out by the twist at the end.
Yeah.
But even outside of that,
you're right.
Like every time he tried to like do something, she would come back with like, or like when he tried to poison her.
Right.
And leave on the raft. She never really trusted him. That's why she stashed the poison octopuses so she could feed them to him later.
You're right. They never really trusted each other the whole
she
time.
never really trusted him with anything. Right. The knife,
right. She was not letting that man get the knife.
The secret reveal at the end.
Right.
So it was weird that she kept letting her guard down. I think because naturally she wanted to believe that he was going to be. I think she really believed that being on the island would change him.
Well, and at one point in the movie, it seemed like she was falling for him.
I
was like, girl, please.
They established that she had a crush on him while she was making her nasty tuna sandwich.
Oh, because of the party. She said she saw him at the party. Yeah, you're right. She was off.
She was off. But I lost my train of thought.
Tuna sandwich, chances, trust, house, poison. Raft.
She just didn't.
Okay.
They made it very clear that she didn't trust him.
Okay, you're right. I would agree with you on that.
So she wasn't like completely dumb, but she was naive.
Okay.
To think
it was a mix.
He would be better.
Right. There was a mix of that. I mean, the fact that she went on a trip thinking that was going to change his decision of not making her VP was already like, girl, he's already made his decision.
Yeah, it's like, girl, they're bringing you on the trip because you do the work.
Right. Not because they think you're going to be VP. Like he already told you why he didn't want you to. Yeah. So,
and it was also funny because it was like he was stupid because the Allstate guy is telling him like the Allstate guy is basically telling him like if you only promote your friends, nobody's gonna be here to do the work.
Idiot.
So you trying to make your best friend the VP, he can't actually do the work.
Right.
So
stupid.
The company can't.
And he might not have cared because I don't think he wanted to be CEO. No.
But the company can't you can't be rich if the company's not making money.
Also that
you can't remain a Fortune 500 if your VP don't know what he's doing.
Bradley wasn't the smartest. I would give it that. He was not the smartest.
Didn't make any sense.
Linda smart. Bradley not so much.
He was stupid.
He was. Did you have some specific likes and dislikes?
Specific likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gore.
You did like the gore.
Yeah, I like the gore. I didn't like the throw up. That's not gore.
Okay, fair.
I didn't like
the
I didn't like all the bodily fluids, the mucus from the boar, the throw up of her trying to resuscitate him. That's not gore. I like the gore from her. I
feel like most of it was nasty.
Hunting from the boar.
Okay.
And
before it started puking on her.
The third act sequence where they're fighting and stabbing each other was gross.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a long part.
Ooh, I had to and I don't mind gore. And maybe you're right. The grossness, I had to turn away.
Yeah.
Like I was like, just tell me when it's over because I could not take her throwing up in that man's face.
Yeah.
And she kept doing it. Oh, it was so bad.
That's not gore.
Oh, it's so bad, y'all.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I just looked to the left. I was like, I cannot look at this.
That's just gross. That's just like the tuna in the corner of her mouth. That was
yeah,
nasty.
that was, and they zoomed in on.
They did a lot of zoom in the mouth and skin shots.
Yeah, gross.
That was funny. And there was one other sequence that I liked.
Was it the rat? No, it couldn't have been a rat.
Yeah. I was glad that the castration scene was a fake out.
Well, yes.
Because I didn't need that.
That was the one thing I was like, okay, he's terrible, but what is this about to solve?
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right.
I'm glad that was a
But
fake
see, she
out.
was smart. Right? She was smart to set it up that way.
Yeah.
So, I got it. All right, and let's get to the ending.
All right, so the ending is what we thought in the beginning. So my fifth bullet was that she got the knife from the hotel around the corner, which we were close.
I thought it was going to be either a resort, a hotel. They were taping Survivor or something. Yeah. We thought very early on that people was on the other side of the island.
There's an early scene when she's foraging for supplies and she sees people on a boat. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking like, okay, so the resort is on the other side of the island. And there's like this landmark stone that looked like Pride Rock.
Yeah.
Making the X symbol. It looks like, so Genosha is on the other side of the island. Uh-huh. And I'm like, okay, so that's where the resort is.
Yeah.
And she now knows and she's going to act like they're stranded on an island. And that would have made more sense to me. Yeah. What they chose to go with, and I wasn't upset by that. I guessed the twist.
Yeah,
I wasn't mad because
we wasn't too far off.
Makes sense.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Just figure out how we're gonna get there. And then she kind of like did the whole "don't go that way."
Anywhere the way she said it,
anywhere the light touches is all that speech.
Right.
So
it was obvious. It was obvious she was lying.
So, I felt like they should have went with the resort, but what it ended up being was it was like some billionaires
super nice
doesn't
house.
Matter island home.
Yeah.
Now we don't know if they own this island. Probably. I guess you have to own the island to build a house.
Maybe.
There.
Sure.
So somebody's private island.
Sure. She said he was a billionaire. I'll go with it.
Billionaire, rich house, whole house there. She
fully stocked house.
She ends up seeing food delivery come to the home, and she watches the food delivery and sees the door code, and that's how she ends up getting in the house and getting the knife, and that's where she goes. Eating, chilling, air conditioning, and all that good stuff.
Right.
And I was confused because I was wondering why they would have food delivered to an island where they weren't going to be for like 2 months.
Yeah, they were at least on the island for, it feels like roughly a month.
Over a month.
She sees the food delivery not too long after they get there.
Yeah.
So why was whoever owned this house delivering food to a house she wasn't going to be in? And then we talking fresh food.
Fresh food.
Fresh fruits.
Yeah.
And all that jazz. So that was kind of like, y'all could have wrote something else because now we wondering, well, when's the dude showing
You have your home stocked like a day before you plan on arriving, not a month.
Yeah.
So you can have fruits just sitting out.
Right. And so we're just supposed to believe that she's been able to keep going back to this place because the person's not showing up. Like eventually somebody's going to show up.
Yeah. I would keep an eye on my vacation home.
Yeah.
If I'm not there.
Because she said she disabled the security and the guy never showed up. I'm like, I don't believe that.
Something would send me an alert that my security was disabled. And then I would send somebody to the island to go take a look at that. They needed a way to get her in the house. I thought it was messy and not great. They should have went with the resort. And the resort would have been more fun and funnier.
Agree.
Yes.
Agree.
And because he's an idiot. Dylan O'Brien is an idiot. So I thought it would be more interesting if they were like in an island that she said they were like somewhere off the Gulf of Thailand. I was like, it'd be funny if they were like
Mexico,
like south of the border of the states on a random island on a resort. That'd be fun.
He dying and everybody else chilling on the other side.
Or they see like the cruise ship go by the island.
Oh yeah, that would have been good.
That would have been good. I didn't like the house.
So the ending that we got was that she's been going to this house. What happens was Dylan O'Brien's fiance shows up with a boat to try to go find them because the search crews have given up. Linda finds them, runs into them, and instead of taking him to Dylan O'Brien, she kills him. Essentially, off a cliff. They fall off a cliff, and she pushes him off a cliff.
Yeah.
Bradley finds his fiance's body because she's got her engagement ring on. He's mad. So they're both basically trying to kill each other at this point. As he's running away, he finds the house that she's been going to. She shows up, and then we get another back and forth. He tries to talk to her like, oh yeah, you're right, we can stay here forever. He secretly has a antler or something by him to stab her, to kill her. She ends up killing him, although we see it off screen, which is weird. I don't know, they showed everything else.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know why we didn't get to see her bash him with a golf club or something,
because it made me wonder if this was a dream sequence or not.
It did. For a second I was like, oh, maybe she didn't actually kill him, he about to show up. And she ends up killing him in the house. We don't know what she do with the body or whatever. Cutscene goes to her playing golf. It's assumed that she is now the CEO of the company. We don't know how, because
that doesn't make sense either.
There's a whole board, and she gets off basically scot-free.
The ending is kind of poop.
It's
not good.
I don't think, because she killed his fiance and that innocent, they were innocent. His fiance was innocent. The rescuer boat she was on was innocent. She should have died for that. Yeah. Like, you don't get to kill innocent people and live.
Yeah.
Like, him dying, fine, whatever. He's a horrible person. He treated you horrible. He was going to leave you on the island. He poisoned you, whatever. But her living...
The boat guy didn't need to get his head bashed in. The fiance didn't need to die.
So I felt like she should have went. They both should have died on the island.
She deserved death.
Okay.
I mean, he was terrible, and she doesn't deserve to survive just because people mistreated her. Like, bad people get mistreated.
I mean, unfortunately,
bad people get mistreated and die all the time.
She flipped when she went to that island. She should have died. I agree.
And I don't think she should be allowed into the rest of society. She's a nutbag.
She killed 2 people.
She is a crazy nutbag.
She killed 2 people. She killed 3 people.
Yes, she killed 3 people.
She's a triple murderer.
Yeah, and she thinks that she's responsible for her husband's death.
She feels very guilty
in
about
her
that.
mind, she is a 4-time murderer. So
quadruple murderer. Yeah. So I didn't love the ending, like I said earlier, because I feel like they both should have got it.
I like 50% of the ending.
Sure.
He died, which he should have.
Sure.
She shouldn't have made it off the island.
No.
Yeah,
No.
That didn't make any sense.
So the movie ends with her with a happy ending, essentially getting off the island, inheriting the company, and with her bird and being good. So, Did you have a favorite line or scene, though?
Favorite line or scene? I don't think I had a favorite. I liked the plane crash sequence.
Okay, that was
plane crash sequence was interesting. Okay. It was also very campy and overly gory.
It was, but that was good because it really set the tone for what the rest of the movie was about to be.
But it was a good spooky. Plane crashes are always scary in films, so
yeah, they did good with the plane crash.
They did a good job with showing the wind pressure cracking the side and it's sucking everybody out and crashing to the ocean
and hanging on to the side and beating up against the plane. I was like, ew, yuck, cut that man loose.
They did a good job with that.
Right. I will say I like the scene of them getting drunk because that was when they were most honest for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and then Dylan realized that she was not leaving that place, and he was like, oh God, I need to go.
Yeah, I think that's what he said it in for her. She doesn't have any reason to go back to the States.
Right, but I'm trying to go, and we got 2 different missions right now. So yeah, I will give the getting drunk scene was cool because for a moment, they were being 2 honest individuals.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any random notes?
I have a few random notes.
All right.
She made awala canteens out of bamboo, so she makes several cups.
She has a lot of cups.
Several cups with straws.
She got her name on one.
Mm-hmm. She carves her name, so she's good.
That's
with
why
that.
I thought it was a resort because I was like, oh, maybe they have some beach activity where you can carve your name into a cup.
That would have made more sense.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the cups. They seemed like they could have been themed resort cups that you buy at the shop.
Yep, they sure did.
They would have been more fun.
Yeah, you're right.
She got the knife from the hotel around the corner. That was that dog. I thought the wife's setup was lazy. So the wife comes to the island to search for him.
Yeah.
And it was lazy because it's the typical, we're coming to a deserted island to search for you, but we also did not tell anybody that we're coming to search for on a deserted island so that if anything happens to us, nobody can come save us either.
Right.
So stupid.
Yeah, it was lazy.
Immediately, she was like, oh, did you tell anybody you were coming? She was like, oh, no, we only told us. Why?
Why would you do that? Why did it just be 2 of y'all?
He's like a billionaire CEO. Why? How did you not hire... In Jurassic Park 3, when Sam called Laura Dern in the river, she sent the whole army after him to Isla Sorna.
Right, with dinosaurs. Well, we knew dinosaurs was that.
And he wasn't a CEO. He couldn't even get funding for his dig, so he had no money.
He was regular old Alan Grant.
So it made 0 sense. It made 0 sense why this chick who had all the money in the world told nobody she was going to go look for her CEO husband.
Yeah,
that was so stupid.
It was pretty lazy.
So that was lazy.
Yeah.
I thought the theme, I got the theme when she was like, oh, the theme was that monsters are made, I guess, because when they were talking about
they're not born, they're
yeah,
made.
she was like, oh yeah, I guess we're seeing monsters aren't born, they're made. I was like, okay, so the twist is that you're going to be nuts. You're going to be the worst person at the end.
Okay.
Last 20 minutes was mostly just a cartoon fight. Because I mean,
it wasn't bad, but it was
these wounds. It was like humans would not survive this. Like he bit his shoulder off. He put his thumb in her eye.
He scalped her. I was like, come on, y'all can't fight after this.
Yeah, I mean the last note was just the reveal. When I thought, why would a homeowner have food delivered if they weren't there?
Jay was really bothered by it.
And a nice house.
It was a nice house. What we got? I mean, they tore it up.
Stairwell was a little long. Is there not a easier way to get up there?
Probably because you had to build it that way so it wouldn't be on the shore.
So many stairs.
It was poor workers.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's above the tide.
Needed an elevator, a chairlift.
Yeah,
something. Only random note I had was I don't know how horrible people like this sleep at night. The people treated her terrible. Yeah. Just they were on the plane making fun of her survival video while she was on the plane. I was just like trash. So they all deserve to die in the plane crash. Sorry.
But, hey,
every last one of them.
Hey, this is why you gotta smack people when they disrespect you the first time. Because you just let them keep going. They'll keep pushing your limits.
2 chops to the throat.
You gotta get people together.
That's why I said about Simon's brother in Wonder Man. As soon as he starts talking slick to me, 2 chops to the throat.
Like Remy Ma said on Love and Hip Hop, nobody crosses me once.
Listen,
so
you get half the time.
Yeah,
chop. You
gotta shut people like this down early. You can't turn into a Linda Little,
right? Because she was just, she just crying. I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have been there. No way.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So, I was like, y'all, I don't see how y'all even sleep.
They would have had to pull me off of you.
Right. Like, we would have been fighting
in the conference room.
On every meeting. Every meeting we fighting if you treat me like that.
You got to nip this in the bud early. This is a good lesson about that.
I mean, she got off scot-free.
I mean, she did.
Good for her. Yeah. Good for her. All right. So that is it for our review, random notes, ending dislikes, and all that jazz. Let's get into our rating. How many Nicole Kidmans are you giving Send Help?
I'll give this a 4 out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Okay.
I think this it was simple. It was straightforward. Mm-hmm. It didn't drag. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It definitely had some uncomfortable sequences, but I like the dynamic between the two.
Okay.
I like the twist, even though I saw it coming.
Okay.
I like the twist that they weren't on a completely deserted island.
Okay. Fair enough.
And the gore was there. I'll take a big negative off for the ending.
Okay.
I think it would have made more sense if I saw it going like a War of Roses kind of thing where they took each other out.
Yeah, I would have been perfectly fine with that.
Like they both fell off the cliff or something.
Yes.
Fighting.
I would agree. Or they both stabbed each other at the same time and died.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would have worked.
That would have made more sense.
That would have worked.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this 3.5. One, because of the ending. And then I don't know. The ending really, the setup of how it ended really just, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And it's just over, and I guess I shouldn't take half off of that, but it's my rating. The nastiness, I didn't mind the gore. The puking and the mucus and I was like, it's overkill. It's just a little bit of overkill for me.
Her survival stuff was fun to watch though.
Yes.
Watching her build everything.
That was
watching
good.
her cook all that stuff.
I like that we got to see her in action with that.
And fermenting bananas. And stuff like that. I was like,
she was Susie Homemaker.
She was doing a really good job. She made that hat.
That's why she wasn't trying to leave.
She was making all types of hats and baskets and book bags and clothing.
I am at home.
Yeah. So
welcome home.
That was good to watch.
I like that.
I like the creativity that went into that. And then I liked in the end credits when they show survivalist guides and techniques to doing stuff. That was fun.
Cute. That was cute. Yeah. So 4 for Jay, 3.5 for me. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I would say check it out though. If you like Sam Raimi movies, you will probably greatly enjoy all of the nastiness and grossness in this. It is a fun watch on the big screen. We did not have a lot of people in our theater.
No.
So we didn't really get a theater.
Everybody saying Iron Lung.
We did not get to have a theater reaction kind of experience. There was a couple yucks. Heard a couple yucks for sure. But it was good to watch. I'm glad we watched something that was different, original. And I finally have a Sam Raimi. That's not true. A Simple Plan. I have 2 Sam Raimi movies under my belt that are not superhero movies.
I mean, you kind of did that with a little bit of Wanda in Multiverse of Madness when she did the bone crack-a-lacking through the mirror. We got one of those sequences. We
did get a little bit of crack-a-lacking.
We got demon fiance on the beach.
Yeah, I thought her face was gonna be jacked. I was like, oh, he gonna turn her into
when she started getting up like that, I was up. She snapped crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, it was. I respect it. It was cool.
Leaning with her shoulders.
I respect him adding that in a movie that wasn't a horror movie.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
And it did have a few jump scares. So.
It did not horror jump. It doesn't classify itself as a horror, but it did have some jump scares.
Yeah.
So true. All right, that is it for our review for Send Help. What are we doing next week?
The Vaguely Nerdy Podcast Awards.
We're doing our award show, guys. We're going to go through. It's going to be a little different. We'll have some of the same categories, but we'll have like nominees, and then we'll have to pick one versus us picking our own. So
and we'll post nominees throughout the week.
Yes. Now, we were going to do the Fallout series, but we have not kept up with that, and that's a lot to watch.
I mean, I'm
Can
not
we catch
committing yet.
Okay,
I
fair.
will attempt to.
It might be a surprise.
If we have a Fallout review next week, it'll be a treat.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be Fallout, but we will definitely have our award show next week. Yep. And that wraps up our episode.
All right. Thanks for listening. If you like our show, please share it. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on our website at vaguelynerdypodcast.com, or you can leave us a voice message and we'll play it on the show if it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us on Threads and IG at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, Blue Sky and Twitter at Vaguely Nerdy Pod. You can also reach us at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. And if you are listening to us on a podcast app, you can watch our animated format on YouTube at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
All right. Until next week.
Bye.
Bye.